office. That will be taken care. But meanwhile, have the profiles uploads. All right. So today, first of all, I require a lot of concentration because it's quite a big day. I have to go step by step, handling the taking care of AWS a bit quick, taking care of your understanding a bit quick. So that part I'll go a bit slow. All right. Whatever we have seen yesterday, today we are going to see an enhanced version of it. But I need your full concentration. All right. I need your full concentration today. There is a if you miss slide 2 minutes, there is a chance for you to lose the track, lose the flow. Somehow I'll try to iterate as much as I can, folks. Maximum I'll try to add as much as I can. Right. But unless until there is no cooperation from your end, I can't do anything. So I don't know how much you considered in the previous sessions in the last few weeks or few months. Today, double and triple your focus and concentration. No phones, no deviations, no diversions, complete fullest of the focus. Right. Before that, uh, AWS, how am I going to explain the AWS sessions? How am I going to explain the project? That was the first question. As I told you, I'm also going to give you the project passage to explain. I'm going to give you the project class passage to explain. All right. What to say, what not to say, how much to say, how to be in the safer zone, everything I'll be talking today. One of the biggest mistakes I was saying last week, all of you, those two, like, it's a common mistakes I was saying last week, right? I'll prepare and I will upload. I will prepare and I will upload. That's a myth. That's cheat. It's kind of cheating yourself. Chakri, remember I asked you this question when we met. Also, you also said the same. You also said the
Yes,
same.
right. Because AWS Flow not yet started, right? So in interviews, how
Yeah.
I will be handling the
Yesterday I
AWS?
got the answer right.
Yeah, yeah, I am
Yeah.
uploading that.
Yeah.
Today I will upload it for sure.
Sure, sure. Me too. Yeah. So, yeah, I definitely understood. Chakri's point is valid. See, I upload it, but what I'm going to explain. So, yesterday and today, you're going to get that answer. That's the reason it's a big session I was talking. This has to be the final cup of puzzle. Okay, what I'm going to explain. Okay, what kind of a project I'm going to explain. Right. That I'll tell you. Okay, I have a telecom domain, I have a e-commerce domain, and I have a uh, like retail domain or finance or whatever it is, like healthcare or whatever. How I'm going to explain the project, how I'm going to get it done. You have answers, folks. You have answers today. Today you'll get the answers, right? So one sec, folks. Folks, my team is alerting me like Bay University folks joined today, as well as Velamal College joined today. So to both of the university and the college is not allowed today. So please consider. The new update, Velamal Engineering College is not allowed today. So please consider, folks. No time, folks. Cloud sessions, I cannot take a risk of allowing the college students. Hope you understand. So please, those two, university and the college, please leave. The team is already alerting me. Well, yesterday, Velamal can attend, not today. Not today. That's the reason we put the checks already. We texted you individually also. Close to 90 folks should not attend today. That's my count. The count is not matching to me. Please, folks. Count is not even matching at all. Anyway, all of you, please update your batch number and the friend. Yeah. What the batch, folks? Just update name with the batch number. That's it. See, old batch folks, I know that I have told yesterday that I'm going to have the enhanced version of today's explanation. I don't have any problem if you're joining today. Maybe from next week, just restrict yourself. Maybe not all the sessions you're allowed to join, but that's fine because we have enough attendance issues. One day we can handle, one day we can tackle. Multiple days we can't handle. If at all, if a new topic is coming up, I'll definitely update you, but all the weeks may not be tough because we'll lose attendance for batch 42. So, because Lord, if I have two Suresh, then we'll get confused. So that's the reason. Yesterday, it's fine. Today, to a certain extent, it's okay. But upcoming weeks, if we requested you to join, please join. So, hope you understand the clumsiness of the attendance here. So, 42 should not lose anything. Like, I need to focus 42 completely. So, that's the reason. Yeah. All right. It's a right. So, it's almost it's almost starting of phase three. Almost cloud sessions are phase three. So, almost we are giving at least a start yesterday for phase three. Okay. Folks, scenarios you have to complete. I already gave you the entire Git link for you, right? Prepare one scenario. I already gave the Git link for you folks. Mohan's Git link. Let me share you you have to scroll down and you have all the scenarios available. And the explanation is also available. Scalar Spark solution, Pyspark solution, everything is available here. Close to 35 scenarios you have. All right. Please check all of you. Right? Please start solving the scenarios. Very, very important, folks. Very, very important. Start solving the scenarios. And I'll give you two documents also, right? I'll give you two documents also. Start solving these scenarios. So many scenarios you have in this list. All right. So this two files has so many scenarios. Let me show you that files. Okay. Two files I have pinged you. See, questions, answers, output. This is a requirement. This is the output we are expecting. This is a requirement. This is output we are expecting. How to prepare the data? Preparing the data is very simple, folks. Go to ChatGPT. Go to ChatGPT, right? And ask ChatGPT. It will give you the solution. See, this is a data you want to create the data from, right? You can ask ChatGPT. Give me data frame Pyspark preparation for below data. Just ask it, right? ChatGPT will provide you the code, right? You just have to execute this in the code. You just have to execute in your code. That's it. The data is available for you. Now start finding a solution. Data is available for you. You just have to start finding a solution. See, with it hardly took 30 seconds. I took the data, asked ChatGPT. ChatGPT will give you the code form. Data preparation code. Then start solving that scenario. Find, you see, the data is available now. Folks, you understood? Data frame is available now, right? So now start solving it. If you have another data, okay, for example, this is the input, that's the output. You want to find the solution for that. Give me, right? Give me PySpark data frame preparation code for below data, right? So it will prepare for you. It will prepare the data for you and you can use it. See, this I copied this and I'm pasting it here. Data is obviously available. Folks, it hardly takes 30 seconds to prepare the data. Hardly takes 30 seconds to prepare the data. Ask ChatGPT, ChatGPT will give the data frame for you. Then start solving it. Can you able to understand this? How to handle this, I mean, with respect to data?
Yes, I.
Yeah.
Yes.
Prepare your own data, folks. Prepare your own data, right? See, why I'm asking is so this is your predicted price. Now this is your stock ID. Now find a way to get this. Buy price, sell price, and profit. Right? Buy price and the selling price. Get it as a profit. You have to take find a way to get it done. This is the input. Then this is the input. You want to find the second higher salary, you know already. And this is another scenario, right? This is another scenario. Prepare for this. Do this today. Let's see who can define the answer. Folks, okay. We'll come back. Maybe last few minutes, last 5 minutes, I'll handle this scenario. Please remind me. Prepare data for this. Ask ChatGPT. You already asked ChatGPT, right? It already know what we need. So you just have to ask it. Prepare for this. We provided the data frame for you. You just have to come here and execute it. Have the data available. Data frame is available. You just have to start solving the scenario. That's it. So preparation of data is very simple, folks. ChatGPT or Google Bard, Google Gemini can help you, right? So but the only request is prepare the data frame and start solving it. Data frame preparation, anyone can give. See? Any AI forms can give. See, data is available. Now you have to start solving the solution for this. Like that, you can prepare your own data for the scenarios. Use those two files also for scenarios, but please consider scenarios must be practiced. You have to sit and get things practiced. You have so many scenarios in this. Some mostly the both the file scenarios would match here, right? Some of the scenarios are a part of the two files I provided. See, you see, folks, this is a scenario I just gave. Actually, it has a data preparation code also. Go to Pyspark scenario. You have a data preparation. He gave the solution also, but my suggestion, try to solve it for yourself. Because Mohan, I gave the same scenarios to Mohan and solutions. Mohan prepared this, just accumulated all the scenarios on a single page. So remember, I gave a link for scenarios as well as two files for scenarios. Data preparation, ChatGPT or Gemini can help you. Just take care of it. Right? So folks, that's fine. Can you able to handle this? Yeah. Going forward, scenario.
Yes, I.
I need all the scenarios to get completed. Folks, so far, last week, I gave so many scenarios on the day basis. However, it's time for you have enough scenarios. You have to sit and get things done. That's it. See, the problem is if someone is giving you, do it. Or doing it for ourselves is the biggest problem. Or else I'll do it. I'll post it daily. But I give all the scenarios for you. You just have to practice it. Close to 60 solved. I mean, 60 scenarios is there in the two files. And another 15 to 20 will be new scenarios in the Mohan's link. So if you practice that scenarios, that's more than enough. But the problem is we have to sit. That's a major problem. We don't sit. Practically, we don't sit. But you have to take care. Please remember. Fine. Right? Now let's get started with the today's agenda. Okay. Agenda for today's session. Let's talk about data pipeline, delta recap, right? Yesterday's data pipeline recap, right? Web API source consumption, Snowflake source consumption. Folks, anyone join from 43, please leave. Anyone join from 43rd batch, please leave. Don't let me keep saying this again and again. Even I was warning that yesterday. Anyone join from batch 43, please leave. Snowflake source consumption. S3's source consumption. Yesterday I didn't show S3. So today we'll start with S3. Very small transformations we are going to do today. Right? Source consumption. Then master data preparation. Airflow automation. Okay, sorry. EMR step execution check. EMR step execution check. Airflow automation. Airflow automation. So I try to simplify as much as I can, provided you have to cooperate to double and triple your focus today. It's going to be the same pipeline, what we have executed yesterday, quite deeper, quite more concentrated. All right. So, folks, I'm not saying out of pride, okay? I'm just telling you something very important information. It's not like Sai is taking pride. First of all, the session, what you're going to experience yesterday and today, Go anywhere, you'll not find it. No one. I'm telling you, folks, I didn't copy anything. Prepared the whole pipeline, permissions, IAMs, airflow, DAGs, code, everything I have prepared. I'm not saying out of pride. I'm saying you the importance of it. That much important it is. That's what I'm saying. Show anywhere. The entire pipeline I have executed. You, you don't even believe it. So many inquiries I get watching this kind of pipelines in YouTube channel. Zybron's YouTube channel, the people call me saying that this is the only video I saw with the entire pipeline. Again, it's not about pride, it's all about the importance of today's session. So don't lose the track. Even a small time can make you to lose a track. So double your focus. You have to connect all the dots what we are going to discuss. Listening is different, connecting the dots are different. You listen well, keep connecting the dots. I'll go slow, I'll iterate it multiple times, but you have to withstand with me. You have to concentrate on the session. No diversions, no deviations, and nothing. And we are going to discuss about project passage to present, resume uploads and highlights. Right? Resume uploads and highlights. We are going to discuss about how we are going to upload the resumes, how I'm going to highlight the resumes that we are going to discuss. I know 20% of the folks have not reviewed the resume yet. We'll resume by Wednesday. Right? I need 2 days time tomorrow and day after tomorrow for different reasons. So we'll resume by Wednesday, but create the profiles and have it available. Why I'm saying is upload the raw copy. At least it will take 1 week for it to get highlighted first. So please, folks, okay. Ready for today's session? Will you be with me the whole session today? I mean, will you stay strong with the
Yes,
execution? What we
sir.
are going to
Yes,
discuss.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Folks,
Yes,
Yes,
I
I.
don't I want to request
Yes,
it to
I.
I want to request it to the maximum today. To the maximum today. I don't know what you have done so far in the last 3 or 4 months. You have to be complete focus on today's session. Right? No diversions, no deviations. I'm telling you again and again. Because I'm very much worried about it. If a small diversion happens, things would start getting complicated. So I don't know how much you have concentrated the classes or sessions in the entire whole life. I need your full potential and the power to focus only on my screen, connect the dots. Connect the dots. Right? Please connect the dots. Fine. A quick step on Delta recap. All of you. Quick step on Delta recap. Yesterday, we have seen data, right? Yesterday, we have seen the data, right? A very simple data, all of you. One psi 40, two Adi 50. I have created a data frame and I'm writing the data frame to a folder known as what? To which folder I have written this data? Written this data to something known as data write.
Yeah, right.
I am writing this data to a data. But what is the format I am using right now? All of you. Delta. How I got this delta format? Because I've added what? All of you. I've added what?
Delta package.
Extra
package.
dependency. I've added
Delta
extra
package.
dependency. Right? I've added the extra dependency. Done. Folks, this is the data written to the data write folder. Yesterday I showed you the validation also. Let's use a validation.py, right? Just I'm using this validation. Hey, what is the data? Current state of the data, right? What is the current state of the data? Spark.read.format, right? Data write, right? Data write. Spark.read.format delta dot load of data write order by id dot show. This is my current state, folks. This is my current state. This is my current state, all of you. This is your first, right? We got some data yesterday, I mean the first, right? That data has been written. Correct, all of you? Are you with me so far? Yes. First write is completed. I got the data and I have written this data. But all of a sudden, what happened? I got the new data today. All of you, imagine I got the new data today, right? This is our new data, right? So the data keeps coming and data keeps updating, whatever it is. We have the new data today. Quick recap on the Delta Lake. Okay. Then we'll start with the pipeline. I'll go in the same pace, folks. I'll go slow today. Time we have. So believe mostly by 11 we'll complete this whole execution. The last half an hour we'll sit with the project passage and everything. We got the new data today, right? What is the difference in the today's data? Look at the bottom. Look at the bottom data frame, the last below data frame. ID name age 2 were 60, 3 Raj 70. But if you see this data frame, all of you, one row got updated, right? One row got added, sorry, updated. One row got added. One row got updated, right? One row got added, inserted. In other words, it's an insert. One is up, other one is insert. Other one is update, other one is insert. Are you with me so far, all of you? Yes. One is
Yes, sir.
update, other one is insert.
Yes.
How will I tackle the situation, all of you? Then I have to do the delta merge, right? I have to do what? Delta merge. Remember, we call it as a merge operation. Delta merge. What is delta merge? Handling the creates and updates. Handling creates and updates, which we call it as a merge operation. Merge. Okay. Let me handle that merge now, all of you. Please focus here. Please focus. How will I handle the merge operation? Right? Now, the first thing what you have to do is import this statement from delta.tables, import dot start. All right. Now, you have to perform the delta merge. First, what we'll do, we'll take the yesterday data. Yesterday data is equal to, let's read the yesterday's data. Delta table dot for path apply as Spark, comma, data right. Where I kept my data today? Where did I keep my data today? I kept my yesterday's data. Is in
Data right.
where I have my yesterday data. Which folder we have yesterday's data? Tell me. It is in the
Data, sir.
Data
Data
right.
right.
I took the data first. I took the data first. Once I took the data, now let's perform the merge operation. What is merge operation? I have two data frames right now, right? What is merge operation? I have, this is my today's data, right? Who is holding my today's data? New DF is holding today's data, isn't it, all of you? You agree my point, right? New DF holds today's data. Yesterday's data is sitting where? All of yesterday's data is sitting where? In the
The data right folder.
data right folder. Yesterday's data is sitting in the data right. So first, I've took the data into yesterday's data. Now, let's do the merge. Yesterday data dot alias. Let's alias this. Let's alias this as a target. Target, because I want to target yesterday's data and do the changes. Yesterday data dot alias dot merge operation. Yesterday's data dot alias target merge operation. Let's take new data, new underscore df dot alias of source. I'm just sourcing this up, okay? I have the source data and I want to do the changes in the yesterday's data. So today's data I'm taking as a source. Yesterday data I'm taking as what? Target. I repeat. Today's data, I'm considering it as a what? Today's data, I'm considering as a what? All of you. Considering it as a source.
Source.
Yesterday's master data, I'm considering it as what? Target.
Target.
Because I want to target that. I want to do the changes. Yesterday's data, I took it as a target. Today's data, I took it as a source. Right? It is done. Now, alias, new df, right? Target.id is equal to source.id. I want to match it for sure. Once it is matched, right? Now perform the update and insert operation. When matched, update. And when not matched, insert. You understood these two panels, all of you? You understood these two areas? This point? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What I'm saying? When matched, update it. When not matched, insert it. Very simple. Two things. I'm doing the merge here. Yes. I'm taking yesterday's data as target. I'm taking today's data as a source. And I merged it. But when matched, update it. When not matched, insert it. Now, set is equal to, right? Set is equal to. Now you have to perform the merge operation. ID colon source.id. Sorry, not ID. ID is not required here. Name, because just update, right? So ID is not required. Name, source.name, right? Then age, source.age. Done. When not matched, all of you, when it is not matching at all, then you have to do the insert. You have to do all the inserts, folks. All the columns should be inserted along with ID, right? ID is equal to, right?
Source.id.
ID is equal to, one second, folks, one second. One second, please. This print, insert. Yeah. ID is equal to source.id. ID is equal to, sorry, ID colon, right? Source.id. And replace it with ID and name. So very simple code, folks. Please see the simple code. It's quite easy to understand in the first attempt itself. Please concentrate here, right? I took yesterday's data first. Then I took today's data as a new DF. And I have equated with the target.id is equal to source.id. When matched, update name and age. When not matched, insert ID, name, and age. Dot execute, right? Dot execute. That's it, right? Let's put a println statement, right? Right? Get it as updated and added. Updated and added. Like this. Yes, after writing yesterday's data, I'm writing the data as well as I'm updating the data as well as I'm inserting the data, right? So this is what we call it as a delta lake that you know already, right? We call this as a delta lake. So please focus on this, all of you. So once execution is done, it will mark it as updated and added. Then we'll go and validate it. Folks, I'm going to give you a project passage today. Delta is just an optional for you. I'm going to give a project passage in such a way. Delta is just an optional for you. I'll tell you. Okay. Folks, it is popping up saying that updated and added. So if I go and validate the same directory one more time, I'm validating the same directory one more time. Spark.read.format load of data, right? Right? Now you will understand, right? Now you will understand the data got added as well as data got deleted. So data got updated. Finally, we got the result. So same directory I'm targeting. So I'll add and I will insert also. I'll update also. So 2 got updated, 3 got added. Folks, all of you got the knowledge on the Delta Lake today? I mean, quick recap on it. Everyone with me so far?
Yes, I.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So this is how you can work on Delta. So what made the change? This code made the change. Very simple code. Yesterday data, I took it in the data right. Then I named this data frame as a target. I took new DF as a source and equated both the IDs first. Then when IDs are matching, that's what ID to ID, right? When IDs are matching, update it. When IDs are not matching, insert it. Simple. When IDs are matching, update name, comma, age. When IDs are not matching, update and add all the values, execute. That's it. I got finally the updated results. So I am targeting the same data right again and again, again and again, again and again. But remember, if it is a first write, it is a raw write. If it is a first write, I'm writing it straight away. But if it is a second write, I'm performing the delta. Folks, during the first write, if it is the first write, we don't have anything to compare. Agreed my point or not? All of you here. It is the first write.
Yes, sir.
If it is the first write, we don't have anything to compare. If it is not first write, we have yesterday's data to compare. That's it all about. If it is not first write, we have yesterday's data to compare. Simple. Remember that. In the first write, I have written it normally. No delta operation I perform. Right? In the first write, yesterday's data, 1 and 2. Right? In the first write, it was a straightforward data. But today, I started merging it. Right? Today, I started merging it. When matched, when updated, insert, and executed it. Please remember that. Have this basics with you. Have this basics with you. Let's start today's AWS data pipeline. Let's start today's AWS data pipeline. Let me recap the entire pipeline one more time. All right. Folks, how many sources do we have in the data pipeline? Tell me.
Two sources.
Two.
Two sources.
Yesterday I showed you 2, right? One is Web API. Other one is Snowflake. Other one is Snowflake, right? Other one is Snowflake for us, right? Other one is Snowflake. Today I'm introducing another source known as S3 also, right? Let's have S3 as another source. All right, another source. Fine. So please watch. This data pipeline is something we are going to execute now, right? This is a data pipeline we are going to execute now. Please watch. All of you, please watch. Now, which processing tool I'm going to use today? Which processing tool I'm going to use today?
Pyspark.
Obviously, I'm going to use Pyspark, right? I'll be using Pyspark today, right? This particular processing tool I'm going to use today to process, to manipulate, whatever it is, okay? Pyspark is a tool which I'm going to use today. For all the 3 sources, I'm going to use Pyspark today. Once the data has been processed, I will write the intermediate data to where? All of you. Intermediate data to where? I'll write the intermediate data to
S3.
S3. I'll write the intermediate data to S3. But with the today's data, for Web API, what we are going to apply? For Web API, what I'm going to apply?
Dataplex.
Right?
Delta.
We are going to apply the delta lake. Right? We are going to apply a small delta lake operation on few columns. 3 columns are targeted. Right? Few columns are targeted. Delta lake. Right? The delta lake operation I'm going to perform on Web API data. right? Hope you're clear. Right? What is the requirement, all of you? First, this Pyspark, right? Data will read from Web API and read the data from Snowflake, read the data from S3. And it will write the data to, along with the Delta Lake, it will write the data to S3. It will write the data to S3 as an intermediate data, write the data to S3. We'll write it. But what kind of a processing we are going to perform, all of you, right? Let me show you the type of processing we are going to perform, all right? So what is the first Pyspark job here? I mean, Web API job here, what it will do right now, right? Fetch username, city, street, and zip. What is the first Pyspark job work of the first Pyspark work? Tell me, all of you. Fetching the username, city,
street, and
state, and zip. What is Snowflake's work? All of you. What is the Snowflake's work?
site count per username.
Get the site count per username, right? Get the site count per username. What is the third Pyspark work is? Get the total amount for all users. Get the total amount for all the users. Right? So, folks, simple data pipeline, right? I have three sources here, Web API, Snowflake, and S3. I am going to use three Pyspark jobs. These are data ingestion job, folks. What kind of a jobs are this? It's a data ingestion jobs.
Data ingestion.
First, I'll get the data from Web API and write the data to S3. But for Web API, I'm going to do a Delta Lake checks. Snowflake, I'm going to write the data to S3 straight away. S3, I'm going to write the data to S3 straight away. So once the work is completed, all of you, what I'll do? Once the work is completed, what I'll do? I'll read the data from all the three sources, right? I'll definitely going to read the data from all the three sources. And I'm going to run what? All of you, I'm going to run one master
Pyspark job.
Pyspark job. And I will run one master Pyspark job, right? This is one master Pyspark job. And put the data to where? I'm going to write the data to where? All of you.
Amazon F3.
Right?
S3.
I'll write this final data to S3 again. This is the goal. I'll write the data to S3 again. Right? This is a test folder. What is the process later that we'll talk? I mean, what's after reaching destination, what is going to happen? But this is a whole data pipeline, folks. Right? This is a whole data pipeline. Please watch it very closure, all of you. So first, I have to run three Pyspark jobs. All right. So I'll go a bit slow, executing one after the other job, all of you. But try to understand, all of you. And also, let me write the master Pyspark jobs requirement. Do left join of all intermediate results of our interdatas. Do left join of all interdatas, right? That's the goal for us. Folks, are you with me? All of you are with me? Shall we start our data pipeline today? Right.
Yes.
This is our data pipeline. Now, but to start our Pyspark job, if you want to work a Pyspark job, what we do immediately, we'll go to where? All of you. We'll go where?
EMR.
Right?
Yes.
We need a Pyspark environment. So most big data environment in any kind of a cloud is a Hadoop environment. Hadoop environment in AWS, okay? This is AWS, right? Let me log in. Batch 42, folks. Next week, we are going to start a deep dive onto cloud. This session I'm handling only to tackle the interviews this week, nothing else. Whatever we are going to see yesterday and today, we are going to dive very deep on the cloud. I already told you, remember, entire Jan month is going to be the cloud session for you, right? So this is only for the high level data pipeline. Okay. If someone is asking in the interviews, what is your data pipeline? You should be at a state to explain them. That's only major reason I'm covering this topic today. From next week, you are going to do AWS hands-on. So don't worry, all right? Just see, I've gone to AWS. Okay, let me. Yeah, let me upload it. Yeah. We'll start the EMR cluster, folks. Later on, we'll sit with the source information. Okay. We'll sit with the source information. What are the sources? Where are the sources? Everything we'll discuss. Okay. First, let's start the cluster because cluster takes 5 to 6 minutes to start. Let's start the cluster. EMR cluster. Okay. Now let's start the cluster. Create cluster. All of you. Let's go with the create cluster. This is a development cluster. Folks, this is our development cluster. I don't need all the tools. I just need Spark with me. I just need Spark. I selected Spark. It's better to have two node cluster because let's use two node cluster. And key pair I have to select. Don't worry, we'll see it later. What is key pair? Okay. What is key pair? IAM role, EMR service role, instance profile. That's it. It's time to create the cluster. Okay. Folks, why am I creating the cluster? Can you tell me why I need a cluster to create first? Can anyone tell me that? Why I need a cluster to start?
Development area.
Right? As you know already, yesterday I covered that again. I'll have a production environment. I'll have the dev environment, right? I'll have a production environment and I'll have a dev environment. I will also have a IntelliJ with me, right? I also have an IntelliJ with me. I have a production environment and I have a dev environment and also I have an IntelliJ with me. But so far I know we have practiced completely in the IntelliJ. You may be in the same impression, hey, I can develop whatever I want in IntelliJ. It's not like that, folks. IntelliJ or a PyCharm is mostly a IDEs, development kits. It will help you in case of any compilation issues you are facing. Such till that, yes. But the entire development will happen in the development cluster. You understood, all of you? Entire development happens in the dev cluster or the dev environment. You have to open Pyspark shell here and start the development. Once the code is ready, that code will be taken to IntelliJ to check the, right? That code is taken to IntelliJ to check what kind of compilation issues we have and convert that code to what? Convert that code to the Py files. You remember that, all of you? Py files. And take that code, take that Py files to production environment, and we finally run it. Correct, all of you? Hope you understood this, basically. So for our practice, in our practice, we have executed everything in the IntelliJ. But in real time, IntelliJ is used. I'm not denying it. But for Py file generations or compilation issues checks or debugging, we use IntelliJ. But development happens always where? Don't forget the basics. Always development happens where? In the dev environment. Please remember that. Fine, folks. Cluster is in the creation state. Cluster is in the creation state. Let the cluster start. Folks, can you see cluster is in the starting state right now? Right? We have to wait for what? Cluster should turn to what? All of you.
Waiting.
The waiting stage.
Cluster should turn to the waiting state. cluster should turn to the waiting state actually. If the cluster turning to the waiting state, you're all set to start the work. But before that, let's talk about the sources. But major part we missed, folks. Entire data pipeline is going to be automated through what? All of you. Entire data pipeline, right? Entire data pipeline will be automated, right? Through airflow automation. Please remember, right? We'll come to the airflow last, not immediately. All of you, not immediately. The entire data pipeline is going to get automated through airflow. But that is of second priority right now, in the first half at least. Let's complete the data for pipeline first, and then we'll go to airflow. As of now, let's complete the data pipeline. But what are the sources do we have? Sai, what are the sources? What is the destination I have to work upon? All right. Let's talk about source and destinations. Let's talk about source and destinations. All right. I have a web API as one of the sources, right? This is a web API source. All right. Here I have a web API source. All right. Here I have Snowflake table. Here I have S3 source. Are you traveling with me so far, all of you? Yes. Before the cluster gets started, let's understand about the source and target paths. Okay. So web API, 3 sources we have. S3 we have. Third is, Snowflake. Third is what, all of you? S3. Web API, I already have it as, right? I already have it as the random user URL. You already know this, right? I already have the random user URL. So web API is going to be your first source. Are you with me so far? All of you, are you with me?
Yes.
Yes, I.
Web API is going to be your first source here. Web API is going to be your first source here. This URL you have to consume, right? This URL we have to consume. What about the Snowflake source? What about the Snowflake source? This is a URL where my Snowflake table is sitting, right? This is my Snowflake source, right? Yeah. This is my Snowflake source. This is a URL of Snowflake, CJIGAJMO kind of. And the table name is what? All of you. Table is what? Name is SRC tab. All right? SRC tab. This is going to be your second source. This is going to be your second source. What is the third source we have? All of you. Third source is S3. All right. Third source is S3. Now let me give the S3 path also. This is the S3 path. All right. This is your S3 path. What I have written is your S3 path. What is S3 path? S3 colon B42 path and SRC. Folks, all the 3 sources, are you clear? The sources where I have to go and get the data. Are you clear so far? Done? Let's run the Pyspark job. I'm going to run the Pyspark job for this. I'm going to run the Pyspark job for this. And I'm going to run the Pyspark job for this. Right? But what is the transformation I'm going to perform? Fetch what?
Username, city,
Username,
state,
Username, city,
City.
state, and zip.
City, state, and zip.
zip.
This is our first transformation done. In this case, what we are going to do?
Site
I
count.
create site count.
Site count per user.
Site count per user. All right. What is the third one? All of you.
Total
Aggregate
amount for all the
total
usernames.
for all user.
Total amount per user. This is our, right? transformations we are going to perform, right? So once I perform all the transformations, this is all our Pyspark transformations, right? These all comes under Pyspark transformations. I'll perform all possible transformations. Once Pyspark transformations are completed, right? All these are Pyspark transformations. Once I have completed transformations using Pyspark, where I'm going to write the data, all of you, where I'm going to write the data, the intermediate data.
Amazon S3.
Amazon S3 bucket.
I'm going to write the data to the Amazon S3 bucket, right? Have a check, all of you, right? This is going to be S3 for me, right? This is going to be S3 for me. This is our intermediate data. See, this is going to be our intermediate data. Let me write the paths for you, right? The path which I'm going to do is, this is the path. The path for this is S3, right? S3 best, right? S3 B42 buck best delta data. What is the path? I mean, all of you can able to understand this path so far? Yes. Delta data. This is our target where I want to write the data to S3. My site count is same path, but it's going to be site underscore count. S3 colon B42 buck best site underscore count. The next one is the same, but I want that to be total amount data. What is it, folks? Total amount data. Let's try to understand the source and the targets properly. I have Web API source, Snowflake source, and the S3 source. Once I process it, I write the data to the best folder of delta data, site count, total amount data. Once I have written that, once I consume the data, all of you, who is going to consume all this intermediates data? Who is going to consume all this intermediates data? All of you.
Master Pyspark.
Master Pyspark, right? We are going to do another master Pyspark job. One Pyspark job is going to run here, right? One Pyspark job is going to run here. What is the transformation we have is very simple. What in this Pyspark job? Simple.
Left join.
Let's do the left join of all these data frames, right? Let's do the left join of all these data frames. And finally write the data to where? Finally write the
S3
data.
bucket.
S3 bucket.
But a different path, okay? It's S3, but it's going to be different path. Let's write this data to the S3, but to a different path. I'll write this data to a path known as right? The path is going to be S3 slash colon B42 buck best master data. This should be the final destination path. Folks, are you clear with the source and destinations? What I'm going to write right now? See, this is all about the architecture. This is all about the architecture. Yes, Web API, Snowflake, S3, and everything. But where I have to write, where I have to read, this diagram shows what are the sources we have, what are the targets we have. The Web API URL is very clear. Snowflake URL and table is very clear. S3 path is very clear. First Pyspark job, fetch username, city, state, and zip. Second Pyspark job will take aggregate of site count. Third Pyspark job will do a total amount per username. And they write the data to the intermediate S3. Same path is same. S3 colon B42 bar dest delta data. The second would be under site count. The other one would be total amount data. The master Pyspark job will run and write the data to the S3 colon B42 dest master data. Folks, source and destination paths are very clear right now to all of you. Yes, so far.
Yes,
Sir?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
source and destinations would be easy for you, right? Source and destination should have been easy by now. Now, the cluster should have been available by now, all of you. Let's start. Folks, if anyone joined from batch 43, please leave. If anyone joined from batch 43, please leave. Please, all of you. Please. Don't let me keep saying this. My team is alerting it. If anyone joined from batch 43, please leave. Final. If anyone joined from batch 43, please leave. Yeah. Now, let's log into the cluster. Let's go and check what is the cluster status. Folks, what is the cluster status now? All of you. It is in the waiting state.
Waiting.
What is waiting state mean?
Ready to
Ready to log in.
Ready to
Right?
run.
I'm going inside to the EMR cluster. Don't worry how I'm logging in, okay? Don't worry how I'm logging in. Just see the results today, at least. All right. Session, SSH, Hadoop. That's it. EMR gets logged in. Right? EMR gets logged in. My EMR is ready with me. Right? My EMR is ready with me right now. Now it's time to start our development. Ready, all of you so far? Shall we get started? The first
sir.
job. Let's target the first job. After completing each and every job, we'll mark this as completed. Let's go step by step jobs now. All right. Let's target which job right now. What is the job we can target right now? Shall we target the Delta API job first?
API.
Let's start the Delta API job first. All right. Please focus, all of you. But definitely it has to be a Delta data. Definitely it has to be a Delta data. All of you. Yes? Okay, let me take the backups. One sec, folks. I already took a backup, so I use the same. S3 data alone, I don't have it. Okay, I just took a backup of it. Okay. Let's start creating the scripts now. All of you. Let's target the first guy. But I already have the backup here. So I'm going to execute because you're already aware of it. Let's start with the development. But let's target the web API. But web API is involved with, right, folks? Web API is involved with what? With a Delta involvement. Web API is involved with a Delta plugin. So I have to start my development. I will go to Pyspark shell. I'm not denying it. I will go to Pyspark shell. I'm not denying it. But we also have to open Pyspark shell along with what? Along with the extra
Delta
plugin,
plugin.
right? We need extra plugin or else it will not work. We need extra plugin for sure. So I'm using Pyspark shell along with the Delta plugin. So it's not a normal Pyspark shell, folks. It's not a normal Pyspark shell. It's not a usual development. It's not a simple read and write, right? Can you tell me in the three sources, which is a simple read and write? You tell me in the three sources, which is a simple read and write?
Snowflake.
S3.
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 Snowflake.
Yeah, S3 is a simple read and write. S3. Why? I'll read S3 data and I'll write the S3 data. For Snowflake, we need a Snowflake connector. For Web API data, we need Delta plugin. So S3 is someone I'm simply reading and writing it. But for Snowflake, we need a Snowflake connector. For Delta Web API, we need a Delta Lake plugin. So that is the reason. So I'm using a Pyspark shell along with the Delta plugin. ios.delta Spark. It's a Delta plugin. All right. Now let's open Pyspark shell. Now what Pyspark will do, it will download the Delta and have it available. See, it will download first. See, did you see, folks? It downloaded the artifact first. That means my Pyspark shell is getting powered with Delta plugin. Now it's time to start our first source. It's time to start our first source. Please focus. Folks, are we going well than yesterday? Cool, relaxed than yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's go with the Delta plugin. Right? Now my Pyspark shell is opening along with the Delta plugin. See, it downloaded. Same path resource. What it added to jar added. Folks, did you see? Jar added. That means my Pyspark shell is opening along with the powered with the Delta now. Yes, that's it. My Pyspark shell is available now. Now, let's start executing the commands one after other. All of you, please check. I already have the code backup in IntelliJ, I'm directly executing it, okay? First, I'll do the necessary imports, all of you. First, I'll do the necessary imports. Pyspark.sql Spark session, Pyspark import Spark conf, Spark context. I have took all the imports available. And also I need one more import. What is it? All of you. Delta import. So all the imports I have to. And I think URL lib imports also I need. Right? I also need URL imports also. All right, folks, all the imports I took so far. And also let's take functions also. Pyspark.sql.functions import star. I took functions also. Now I'm starting my development. Are you with me so far, all of you? Now I'm going to start my development now. All right. Now please check. Now I'll consume this URL data. Folks, I'll consume this URL data. I consume this URL data. See, print of URL data. This is my URL data. Correct? All of you, are you with me so far? URL data.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I.
Then convert that to a data frame. And converting that to a data frame. It gets converted to the data frame. Right? Internally RDT sent to the data frame. Then df.show. This is a data frame. Then I will print the schema. Schema is a very crap, you know it. It's a completely hierarchical structure. But what is the requirement of this transformation? What is the requirement of this transformation? All of you, actually.
Username,
What's the requirement?
city.
Username, city,
Fetch
state.
only username, city, and zip. Fetch only username, city, and zip. All right. So it's completely flat. It's completely complex. So let's flatten it completely. Right. There is an issue with the username. Username would come with the numericals. I'm handling it first. And I want to explode it, folks. Explode the results. Flatten it completely. Right. Flatten it completely. And select only 4 columns. What are the 4 columns I'm selecting here? All of you. What are the only 4 columns I'm selecting here?
Username, city,
Username,
state.
city, and state and zip. So I've selected only 4 columns, all of you. Right? I've executed entire data frame. So I'm just showing the entire data frame. So I completely exploded it, flattened it, selected only required column, and I'm showing only 1 column. Can you understand this? Only 4 columns. Are you with me so far? All of you? Are you with me so far?
Yes, I.
For every
Yes, sir.
username, I got city, state, and zip. So I'm doing my development now. I'm doing my development now. Done. Now comes the actual thing. Yesterday I covered this. Let me recover it one more time. Web API data is written, but with respect to Web API data, who is involved? Who is involved with Web API data? All of you.
Delta lake.
Delta lake.
We have involvement of Delta Lake. What is Delta Lake? Actually, all of you. What is Delta Lake? If it is a, folks, what is Delta Lake? That has Delta Lake will come into picture now. What is a Delta Lake? If it is a first write the raw data. Write the raw data. If it's a second write, do the updates and deletes. Yes or no, folks? All of you? If it is a first write, do the straight away write data. Right? First write. Do straight away the write data. Or if it is a second write, do the comparison. But will I find whether it's a first write or second write? How will I find it's a first write or second write? We have to run what? A small sub-process.
Path exist check.
Right? Sub-process check. What is sub-process? It's a kind of checking whether this path exists. It's kind of checking whether this path exists or not. It's a sub-process check. What is the use of this command? You'll understand next week, because next week is AWS session. I am doing a sub-process check, all of you, right? What it will see? Let's do the sub-process check, right? Executed the sub-process check. So let's print what it has path exist. Print of path. What it is returning me. What it is returning me, all of you. False. What does false mean, all of you? That path does
Doesn't.
not exist. That path does not exist. If the path does not exist, it is our first write. Agreed, all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If the path does not exist, it is our first write. If the path does not exist, it is our first write. Please remember, all of you. All right. So now comes the, folks, now comes the path validation check. Now comes the path validation check. This is not required. Yeah. Now comes the path validation check. What is a path validation check? Depends on path does not exist. If it says, hey, path not exist, if it is false, false represents what? If the path does not exist, what it represents? It is our first
Right.
If it is returning true, then it is not our first write. Yes or no, folks? You agree my point? If it is returns true, that means directory already exists. So what I'm doing here, all of you, see, if path does not exist, it is our first write. If the path does not already exist, right? Then you have to perform what? All of you?
Delta.
Delta operation.
Delta. That means, hey, city name, city change. You understood the delta operation here? All of you? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. See, if the data changed, we are updating it. If we got any new data, what we are doing, all of you?
Insert.
Inserting it. But in this scenario, this is our what? All of you, this is our what? This is our first.
First run.
If not path exist, then write it. Don't think anything else. Directly write it. But if the path already exists, then do what? Delta checks. Right? Then do delta checks, actually. So what is a delta checks mean? Right? What is a delta check? You have to compare yesterday's data and today's data. Right? You have to compare yesterday's city state zip like this, all of you. Now this code talks more, right? Same, like I'll take yesterday's data. See, I'll take yesterday's data and I'll take today's final flatten. I'll do a equation between username and username. If any data got added, right? Any data got added, city state zip, update it or else add it. Same story, folks. Very simple, folks. After I process a web API data every day, I'll do a sub-process check. If it returns false, obviously only for the first time it returns as false, right? Returns as false. It will do a state right initially. If it is not a first right, directory is already available. Do the delta check. Read yesterday's data, merge it, change the city state zip, or add username city. Same story. Apply the delta checks. Done. So in this scenario, it returned false. Now, if I execute this whole code, folks, what gets executed? I mean, first right, this is a false right. So what gets executed? Same issue. One second, folks. I have an indentation issue. Let me take from back. Right? Now let me perform this one. This is not required. Yeah. Now it's time to write the data. See, folks, it's time to write the data. Right? Now check. One sec. Small edits issue. One sec. Let's try this. Same. Okay, let me handle it, folks. Just give me a minute. Let me remove all unusual code, not needed codes. Yeah. Okay. Done. Done. Now data does not exist. What does that mean? All of you. It's going to be our first right. This one, data does not exist. So that's going to be our first right, folks. So this is going to be our first right. Data does not exist. This is going to be our first right. So the first right will happen. This is our delta checks. Folks, delta is just an optional for you to say it in the interview. Today I'll give the project passage accordingly. Folks, data has been written. Did you see that, all of you? It came back, it has come back to the Pyspark shell. That means data has been written. If I go and check here, all of you, it'll create a dest folder. Inside dest folder, I'll have one delta folder. Inside delta data, I'll have the Parquet file sitting. Understood so far? All of you with me so far? Here? Yes? Basically.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Are
I.
you with me? All you are with me?
Yes, I.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, I will mark this job as completed. Right? I'll mark this job as completed. First job is completed. And also, can I mark this along with the delta it is completed? Why am marking this delta along with the delta it is completed? All of you, why I have to mark this delta itself is completed? Can you tell me? This got implemented along with what? This got implemented along with the delta, right? Why? What did I write here? All of you, right? Let me take the code back up,
Path condition.
right? If it is Supports a process. All right. Once I process the data, I am checking whether this path exists or not. If that path does not exist, it's a state away write. That means it's a first write. If the path already exists, I'll do a delta leg check. Done. So first job is completed. I'm marking this first job as completed. Are you with me so far? All of you here? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I.
Yes, I.
First job is happily completed. First job is happily completed. Fine. Second and third jobs are damn easy. Who is the second job, folks? Who is the second job? Tell me.
Snowflake.
Snowflake. Snowflake. So let's go to that Snowflake URL and see the data one more time. Okay. Yesterday I showed you, but let me re-show you. Let me re-show you. All right. Let me go to the username password. All right. This is my Snowflake data. Please check. I'm going to a particular worksheet and the data is already available. Do you see that, all of you? Is this the data I have? Yes. It's a direct table. Same table is available in Snowflake now. ZioDB, ZioSchema.source tab. What is my table name? What is my table name?
Source tab. Source tab.
Data is already available. So this data is available. Now I have to come out of my Spark shell. I have to come out of my Spark shell. Can you tell me why I have to come out of my Spark shell? Why? Why? Let's see who will guess it. I cannot execute the folks.
Next
I
job.
cannot execute the.
Next job.
I cannot execute the same Snowflake job inside the same Spark shell. Why I have come out? Tell me why I have came out.
That
It's a
Spark shell is
different
powered
job.
by Delta.
Not Delta, right?
Connector
I
package.
opened Pyspark shell with only Delta package. This time I need to use Pyspark shell with what? All of you.
Snowflake.
Snowflake
package.
connector. Snowflake connector. But I've come out, it's okay. But sometimes the previous shell would be keep running. So let's check it whether it is running. Sometimes you have to give yarn application list. See, it is running. All of you, it is running. Previous shell is still running. So memory is allocated. You have to kill it. Yarn application hyphen kill. Kill it. Just kill it so that it got killed. So that memory gets freed up. Sometimes even though you come out of Spark shell, that job would be keep running. So I killed it. Now it's time to target which job? Folks, it's time to target which job right now? It's time to target Snowflake job. It's time to target the Snowflake job, right? But this time, I have to open Pyspark shell along with what? Snowflake?
Snowflake package.
Snowflake package. All of you. Snowflake package. See, this is going to be our second job. This is going to be our second job. All right. Now, the job is getting executed. Right? Check. Now Spark shell is getting opened up along with job. See, it is downloading all the 20 artifacts downloaded. Right? Now my Spark shell is opening powered with the Snowflake connector. My Pyspark shell is opening along with the Snowflake connector. Done. Now, let's start our development, folks. It's pretty simple. I already have the backup code. Folks, very simple. What you can do right now, see? Simple. Spark.read.format, Snowflake. SF URL, SF account, SF username, SF password, SF database, SF schema, SF role, warehouse database. That's it, DB table. You can directly give this entire snow DF here to read that particular snowflake table. See? Direct. By executing this, the entire table would come to Spark data frame. This entire table would come to the Spark data frame. That's it, it has come. Snowflake snowdf.show. See this? Snowdf.show. Folks, is this our Snowflake data frame? Yes or no? Is this the same data frame sitting here, table sitting here? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Indeed.
Yes, sir.
See? Spark got the Snowflake access very easily by adding a connector and using that formula. Spark read format options load. Spark read format options load. Very simple it got. Very simple it got. All right. We added one package for the Snowflake connector. We added one package for the Snowflake connector. After that, all of you, we've done a very normal format of read. Spark.read.format. Done. Now, what is there? What is the requirement for second Pyspark job? Snowflake, what is the requirement? What is the requirement? Get the site count.
Site count per user.
Yes, site count.
Get the site count per username. Now, how will I get the site count? See, for every user, we need the site count. For every user, we need the site count. So let's perform the aggregate operation. From pyspark.sql.functions import star. Okay. AGGDF is equal to snowdf dot group by username dot aggregate of count of
site.
Right? Site dot alias of CNT. Yeah? That's fine. CNT. Right? Then let's see the count. That's it. AGGDF dot show. For every username, they ask the count of a site. So dot group by username, aggregate count of site. These are just warnings. No need to worry about it. Okay. We got the site counts. Folks, did you see the site counts? For Big Butterfly, we got 1098 sites. For Big Bird, we have 1098 sites. For Black Mouse, we got 961 sites. For Black Dog, we got 1102 sites. We got the count of every username. Am I making you clear, all of you? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now it's time to write the data. To which path I have to write the data?
Site
Snowflake should write to the directory to as what? All of you. What is the directory path?
/ site count.
S3 B42.
Right? Site count.
Site count.
Right? So let's write the data. AGGDF dot write dot format. Everything should be Parquet, folks. Let's do everything with Parquet. With mode override first, safer side. Okay. Dot save S3 colon slash B42 buck slash dest slash site underscore count. That's it. That's it. AGGDF dot write. Right? This write will work. Don't worry, these are just warnings. That's it. The shell has come out. The shell has come out. If I go and check S3, I used to have only delta data. Now we also got what in S3? We also got what in S3?
Site count.
We also got site count in S3. Right? So it's a very simple transformation, folks. Per username, get the site count. Per username, get the site count. Can I mark this job is also completed, all of you? Correct? This job is also completed. Very simple.
Yes, sir.
Very simple. I added a Snowflake connector and I've used spark.read.format, read the data, found the site count, written the data to the S3 bucket. Second job is also completed. What is the third source? What is the third source? All of you,
S3.
S3.
Read data from S3 bucket.
right? S3 bucket, right? Can I use the same Spark shell? Can I use same Spark shell?
No.
No.
Can use.
Yes, I is just
Can use
reading.
We can use
We don't need any
simple as
other
3
parameters.
times 3
We can
array.
use actually.
We can use it. Why? We don't need any extra connectors, right? Yes or no? All of you. S3 read and write. Simple, right?
Yes, I.
Right? In our once delta job is completed, we came out of Spark Shell reason we need a snowflake connector. But in this case, there are no connectors required. In the third source, S3 source, we doesn't require a snowflake any connectors. So you can directly start the execution. See, let's read it, okay? S3df is equal to spark.read.load S3 colon B42 buck SRC. Is that the same path they have insisted, all of you? Is the same path, S3 path you have to read? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All done. Read it. S3df. Now I started work on the third source. Then I started work on the third source. Now S3df dot show. S3df dot show. I got this data frame right now. This is our third source. First source web API data is completed along with the Delta implementation. Second, Snowflake data is implemented by writing the data and found the aggregation of sites and have written the data. The third S3 source, we have to run a Pyspark job to find total amount per username. What they want is, folks, tell me. They need the total amount. What? Total amount for, did you see amount column? All of you? Yes. You understand this one?
Yes, I.
This one?
Yes, I.
Folks, please check. Please check. Please check. Please check. I have a username column and I have an amount column. They need the total amount collected per username. They need the total amount collected per username. Can you tell me the code now? I have to do what? I have to take a sum.
Group
Tell me
by.
the code.
Aggregation.
Aggregate, right? Aggregate amount is equal to S3df dot group by username dot aggregate of sum of amount alias total. Alias total. That's it. Aggregate amount dot show. Aggregate amount dot show. All of you. Something is not looking good here. What is it? All of you.
After decimals,
Decimals.
Decimals.
Numeric numbers.
No, it has come with the exponential representation. Did you see that E, all of you? We call this as an exponential representation. How to get rid out of it, all of you? You have to cast it. Dot with column. Total. EXPR. Cast. Total as decimal. Stay in mute, folks. Stay in mute. Stay in mute. 18,2. We have to cast it. Right? Do you want me to tell you separately for you alone, Venkat? Mr. Venkat? Do I need to call you and tell you alone to stay on mute, Mr. Venkat? Stay on mute. Or if you don't know how to handle with care, you can leave the meeting, Venkat. I'm not in a state to handle the meeting's issues. Okay? Hope you understand. Right? One sec, folks. One sec. Hello? Manga? Okay. Now, உங்களுக்கு ஒரு 2 hours call பண்ணலாமா? நான் ஒரு sessionல இருக்கேன். I'll call you in 2 hours. Sure. Thank you. Sorry, folks. Sorry. Okay. Now, folks, please check. Is this expected one total amount column? Is this an expected total amount column? All of you here?
Yes, I.
Yes, sir.
Yes. You got the total amount column. That's fine. Aggregate amount. Let's write this aggregate amount. Aggregate amount dot write dot. I mean, you can use a format or whatever it is. Mode override
Save.
dot save. To which path they're asking us to save? All of you. To which path they're asking us to save?
Dash total
Yeah.
amount underscore
Total
data.
amount data.
Right? Check here. To which path I have to write this data? Total amount data.
Total amount data.
Right? S3 colon B42 buck test total amount data. Shoot. Done. All of you. So total amount data is getting written now. Right? First job was delta data. Second job was site count data. Now the third job is total amount data. Am I going well? S3 source also. All of you.
Yes,
Correct?
Yes, sir.
So third job is also completed. Folks, double your focus, please. Double your focus. Please, please, please. Focus, focus. Third job is also completed. How it went so far, folks? All three jobs went better than yesterday? Better than yesterday today?
Yes, I.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So, job is done. All three jobs got implemented. Now, fine. Right now, all the three folders are available in our S3 bucket. I have delta data implemented with the delta functionality. I have site count and I have total amount data. That's perfect. What's next? What's the last step left? All of you. And one more thing.
Master job.
Folks, one more thing. We have to take the backup of S3 code because we just developed it, right? All the others I have S3, all the codes. But let's take the backup of S3 code, folks. Let's take the backup of S3 code. Because we just developed it, right? Other code, I have the backups. For S3 code, I don't have the backup, right? S3DF. I read it. Once site development is completed, where am I posting the code? Where am I putting the code for compilation? Tell me. Once the development is completed, where am I putting it? Actually,
Intelligent.
is this following our protocol? I develop it in the Pyspark shell, but I'm posting that in the IntelliJ for the compilation thing. Correct, all of you, to generate the Py files. Make sense right now? Yes, or no?
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
See, by posting in the IntelliJ, I'm getting an error. See, expr. Now I remember I have to do import. Folks, that is the reason
Import.
we post it in the IntelliJ to do the compilation issues. Anything we are missing, right? Once the development is completed, put the tested developed code in the IntelliJ to check any compilation issues you are facing. Yes, this is looking fine. The last step is to write the data. Set. Third job backup is also done. Third job backup is also done. First job, folks. First job I have here, exec. First job I have here, exec.py. Right? First job I have here, snow.py I have here, s3.py I have here. All three jobs I have here. What is the last job I have? All of you. What is the last job I have?
Master.
What's the last job? It's a master job.
Join and add it.
Master
Shall we
job.
target this guy? All of you, shall we target this guy now? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me what is the sources for this job? What is the sources for this job?
3.
What is the source for this
S3.
job?
Delta data, site count,
S3.
site count,
Total
and
amount
amount
No,
data.
no.
3S.
Yeah, I know the folder. I know the folder. But tell me the source component. S3.
S3.
Right?
S3.
S3. What is the target for this data? And also
S3.
S3 bucket.
S3.
source is S3, target is S3. Source is S3, target is S3. My Pyspark shell is already available here. Do I need to come out or I can proceed further? Can I
Proceed
Proceed
further?
further.
Proceed, Sai.
I'll proceed because do I need any extra connectors here?
No.
Not required.
No, it's a
No.
S3
S3 to
source,
S3.
S3 target. So proceed, no problem. Proceed. Now what I'll do, first I will read the delta df. Spark.read.load. First, it's a delta df. Are you with me so far, all of you? B42 bar. Test delta data. Delta data. Delta df. First source is red. I'm reading the first source. Right? Done. First source is red. What is the second source we have, all of you? What is the second source we have?
Site count df.
Sitecount df. Snow df is equal to spark.read.load. S3 colon B42 bar. Dest site underscore count.
Count.
Second source I am reading. Second source is also red. This also red. What is the third source? All of you. What is the third source? Total amount data.
Total amount.
Right? I'm just giving it as total amount data. Right? TMD. Right? Spark.read.load. S3 colon B42 bar. Best total amount data. Folks, I have read all the three sources. Are you with me so far? All of you? Yes?
Yes, Sai.
Yes.
Site.
So this is our delta df first. Done. This is our snow df next. This is our TMD dot show. This is total amount data next. See, all the data are coming up. I have username, city, state, zip in the delta data. I have username CNT in the snow df. I have username total in the total amount data. What is a common column between all these three? What is a common column between all these?
Username.
Username. Username.
We have to perform a left join now. Join df is equal to, folks, is equal to delta df dot join of what? Join of
Left.
snow df
So df.
No df.
with username
Username.
left.
Username.
Left. Another join. Dot
Dot.
join of TMD.
TMD.
Username.
Username.
Left.
Left.
Shoot. Join df dot show. This is our final joined data frame, folks. Multiple stages will run because multiple data frames involved. So what I'm doing here, all of you, sorry. What I'm doing here, I have a delta df. What is the first data frame we have, all of you? It's a
Delta df.
delta df. What is the second data frame we have, all of you?
Amount df.
Right?
Snow df.
Second one is a snow df. Second one is a snow df. What's the third one, all of you?
TMD.
Total amount df.
Right? The third one is a TMD. Right? The third one is a TMD. Now, I'm doing a left join. Simple. What I'm doing, I'm taking the delta df and I'm merging the snow df as a left join and I'm merging TMD as a left join. You understood, all of you? That's what I'm doing with the username column. Simple. You understood the left join I'm performing? Yes or no? Here. Right?
Yes, sir.
See?
Yes, sign.
See, folks, all of you see, you got it. See, username, city, zip. And CNT got attached. Total also got attached. Make sense? This is your first data frame, folks. For this username, CNT column is attached. Total amount is also attached. Are we going good so far? All of you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sign.
That's it. I took all the three sources. I took a delta data and I could site count data and I could total amount data. I performed a left join. Once I perform the left join, where I have to write the data? Where I have to write the data?
S3 bucket.
In S3 bucket.
S3 bucket.
Let's write the master data now. Join df dot write dot mode overwrite dot save dot mode overwrite dot save s3 colon right b42 buck test master data. That's it. Development समाप्त हो गया. Okay, all of you.
Yes,
Bad
I.
Hindi I know, but still clear. All of
It
you.
was pretty good.
Yes, I.
Yeah. So data has been written in the same folder. If I refresh this, I'll also get master data. Also get master data. So this job is pretty straightforward. Read the data from all the three sources and write the data to the master data. I will mark this Pyspark job is also what? As
Completed.
Completed.
development is over, folks. Done. Development is over. Okay. Quick recap, right? Folks, who generated this delta data? Who generated this delta data?
Web API.
API.
Web API, like the first job did this. Second one is Snow job we have processed. The third one is a total amount data. What is the last job we have implemented? All of you. It is a
Master job.
Join.
the first job we have implemented was the delta data. Second was the site count. The third was total amount. Fourth was master. All the four jobs are implemented. And one more thing, we have to take the backup of the code. Okay. I know yesterday I took, but we need this, all the data. This code is tested, line 1. Let's go to master.py and it'll just retest it. Okay. Delta df is red, all of you. Delta df is red. Snow df is red. Right? Snow df is red. Total amount data is red. All right. Once it is red, I'm showing, delta df dot show, snow df dot show, and pmd dot show. Once it is done, I'm joining all the data frames, putting up here, then showing the join.df also. Then write the data. Folks, where did I test my code? Can you tell me where did I test my code? Where did I test my code? In the
Development
IntelliJ.
cluster.
And development.
In the cluster shell
Yes.
environment. Once code is tested, where I'm pasting that code? Where am I pasting that code?
IntelliJ.
Understood, right? Folks, that's it. All the development is completed. I'm coming out of my Spark shell. Right? Just give Control Z or exit, it will stop. But even though I have come out, there are chances for the jobs to run. So list it once. Shell might run. See, it is still running. So what shall we do? Shall we kill this? Because to free up the memory of the cluster.
Application kill.
It gets killed. All of you, it gets killed. Fine. Folks, how is the development so far? Better than yesterday?
Yes,
Okay.
I.
Yes, I.
Good, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I.
Three sources. First web API data I have read and processed it. Username, city, state, zip, and I've written to Delta data. Second, I've read from Snowflake data. I've written to site count. Third, I have read the data from SRC. I've written to total amount data. Once job is completed, I have used a last master job, right? The master Pyspark job, consumed all the three sources, processed it, written to master data. All folders are available. Job is completed. And all the code backup. Where did I took all the code backup right now? Where do I have all the code backup?
In
All
the
of
Py files.
Folks, let me create a Py file known as delta D because it's not, the name should match. Delta D.py. All right, let me put the code here. Delta D. So let's have only the required Py files. All of you. That is not required. This is not required. This is not required. This is not required. Yeah. Look at the top hierarchies, folks. Folks, look at the top hierarchies. Is this my 4 Py files needed? Is needed now?
Yes, sir.
4 Py files. See the 4 Py files. All of you. Right? The first one is a delta D. Second one is a snow.py. The third one is a s3.py. The fourth one is a master.py. All the code I have tested in my Pyspark shell, and I took a backup and put it into IntelliJ. Right? Now let's take all these Py files, folks. Let's take all these Py files. Okay. Then we have to do it. And folks, the next seconds furthers are very, very important. Next execution is very important. Even yesterday, I didn't show you that. Right? What we have done, we created the cluster first. Developed the code next. Developed the web API job with the delta functionality. What is delta? First and delta checks. All of you, yes or no? If it is the first right, normal right. If it is second right, do the delta checks. Then developed what job? Snow job. Developed what? All of you. Next. S3 job.
S3 job.
Developed what? Next.
Master job.
Put all the jobs in the Py file. Are you with me, all of you? So far?
Yes, I.
Put all the
Sir.
jobs code
Sir.
in the Py files in IntelliJ. You know what is the further steps? Any idea?
Running Py files
Top the cluster.
Automated.
upload.
Upload the Py files to S3. Step execution test for web API job. Step execution test for Snow job. Step execution test for S3 job. Step execution test for master job. We didn't see this yesterday, isn't it? All of you? Step
Yes, sir.
execution test.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
We have to do it. Yesterday I didn't show you because I planned it today. Step execution test. Very, very, very important in real time. All right. It's not like, hey, everything is working. Let's move it to production. No. We have to do a step execution test for web API job. Step execution test for Snow job. Step execution test for all the jobs. Then prepare an Airflow DAG code. Upload it to S3 location. Automate the Airflow DAG. Check the status in graph. You understood what we are going to have in the second half? All of you? Very crucial ones, actually.
Yes, sir.
Very crucial ones going to be in the second half. More important than the first half. Till here, everything is completed, boss. Right? Completed. Right? Completed. The next jobs are going to be very crucial, folks. Very, very crucial. Uploading Py files, testing the step executions, preparing an Airflow DAG file, uploading into S3 location, update, automate the Airflow DAG, check the status in graph. So let's leave out the completed steps. Let's meet for the other steps. Second half, extremely, extremely important. Then once it is done, we'll sit with the project passage. How's it going? Sorry to ask this question again and again. I'm just worried, like, is it going well
It's
or
perfect.
Good Sai.
okay?
Sai.
Good, sir. It's going great, Sai.
Okay, fine. Because the thing is, like, I'm just worried. Oh my God, like, am I overwhelming you? Or that's the reason I'm iterating it, going slow, executing it, and everything. Anyway, folks, in the second half, we'll see further. Yeah, quick update again. All of you, might be same thing. My team asked me to keep saying this again and again. My board says it. So, new batch already aware of it. It starts next month. Hardly we have 5 to 6 weeks time. Next month, and since it is hardly Feb, we're almost in the Jan. So, in case of any reference, ask them to call me. Right? Please ask to call me. My number is 917395899448. Please save it if it is not yet done. And secondly, batch 43 cashbacks starts shortly by Thursday. I'll keep you posted. Right? That's it. So, folks, come back. The big deployment is waiting. 8 minutes break, 10:30. Right? Big deployment with on AWS, EMR, Airflow, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Step execution is a bit important for us. Stay in the meeting. Don't leave and join back. Stay in the meeting, stay in the meeting, stay in the meeting. And one more thing, folks. As I was telling you regarding the enrollments, upcoming batch, really we are limiting. We're not going to take beyond the limit. We hardly have 8 or 9 discount enrollments could be available now, and we have 47 general, I think so. Any referrals, please ask to call me. Definitely, we are going to limit it. You can ask your referrals later what is the count of the batch because we want to intentionally limit the enrollments. You can check with them later. Ask your referrals to call me a bit early because we are limiting the enrollments. If they want to lock a discount. Yeah. Fine, folks. Stay in the meeting. Folks, I'm audible?
Yes,
Yes,
Sai.
Sai.
Yes, I.
Sorry for
Yes.
wait a minute. My son is torturing me. One sec. One sec, folks. He's trying to open the door actually, but I really locked it. He's trying his level best. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anyone can hear him? Nobody can hear him, right?
No,
Hope it's
Sai.
not
No,
disturbing. Okay.
No, Sai.
Oh, fine. Now please check, folks. So far, we have executed some steps, right? The first thing is we created the cluster and we opened Pyspark shell along with what? Along with what? We opened Pyspark shell along with what? Delta, and I have developed the job. So Delta data is available here. So let me take step by step, folks. So Delta data is done. Then again I open a Pyspark shell along with the Snowflake connector, and I have developed the Snowflake job also. And I've written the data to S3 as a site count. Next, in the same shell itself, I have executed third job, reading the data from SRC and writing the data to total amount data. Then I started with the last job, right? Total amount data has been written. That's the master data. Everything is done. Fine. These are the steps completed, folks. And what I did, once the job is completed, I took the backup into IntelliJ Py files. Is this my IntelliJ Py files, all of you? Correct?
Yes, Sai.
As of now. These are my IntelliJ Py files. This is my delta.py, right? This is my snow.py. This is my s3.py, and this is my master.py. 4 Py files are available. Now, what I'll do, I will take this Py files. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is it the 5 Py files? All of you available?
Yes, Sai.
Take it and have it in a folder. Okay. I'm marking it as new. 4 Py files I have pasted. These are the 4 Py files. The order is delta, then, and let me put it as an order. Sort by date modified. Okay, I cannot order it. It's okay. So let's make it, folks. Delta D, snow, S3 master. Delta D, snow, S3 master. So what is the next step, folks? What is the next step? Tell me what's the next step you have to do. What's the next step? Tell me.
Upload the Py files to S3.
Upload the Py files to S3. Now what I'll do, I will go to S3 bucket and create a folder known as scripts. Scripts. Create folder. Right? Here, I created a folder known as what? All of you, can you able to see the scripts folder here? Create. Done. Look at the script folders I have created. This is my script folder. Okay. Inside the script folder, right? Inside the script folder, I will drag and drop all the 4 Py files. I will drag and drop all the 4 Py files and I will upload it. So, folks, all the Py files got uploaded. All the Py files got uploaded. Can I mark all the Py files are uploaded here? So far.
Yes, Sai.
Yes, Sai. Yes, Sai.
Folks, first I opened an EMR shell, tested all possible ways to all the possible jobs. Then once it is completed, I put the code back up in a Py file, and I have got that Py files uploaded to a S3 folder. Meanwhile, let me delete the dest folder, okay? Because let's regenerate this dest folder. Okay, I'm deleting this dest folder. Fine, folks. Folks, now check. I have B42 buck. Inside B42 buck, leave about the scripts backup, okay? Scripts and SRC folder I have. Inside scripts folder, I kept all the Py files available. But tell me something. Once a development is completed, do you think I will directly go for the production? Tell me. No.
Testing.
We don't do it.
No,
Folks,
sir.
I'm marking this as completed, okay? Can I mark this as completed? All of you?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, the same question again. Once a development is completed, we do not go to production straightforward. We do not go to the production straightforward. Why? These S3 files must be tested. Folks, what we have to do? These Py files must be what? Must be
Tested.
tested for sure. You understood, all of you? Let's go. These Py files must be tested. It's not like just like that I'll go with the Py file. Development is completed, folks. I'm not denying it. But once the development is completed, you have to test this Py file for sure. All the Py files must be tested. 100%. How will I test this Py file? Let's do it. Folks, shall we test all these Py files one after the other? Let's test it. Folks, let's test it. Ready, folks? Be ready. Ready.
Yes, sir.
Let's test it. How will I test it? Okay. Tell me which job we will test first. Which job will test first? Which job?
Delta.
Delta D.
Delta.
WPI.
Let's test this delta d.py. Okay. I have to test which job first? First,
Delta.
right? We have to test the delta.py. Next, what shall we test? We'll test
The snow job.
snow.py. Next, we'll test
S3.
S3. job. Last, we test.
Master.
First, we'll test the delta D. Then we'll test the snow. Then we'll test S3. Then we'll test the master. Will I test it, sir? You're talking too much. Let's go with the XQ. I know that I'm talking too much, but bear with me. So, where will I test this? Tell me, okay, I want to run this PyJobs. Where will I test it? What is the only way I can test it? Tell me. What's the only way I can test it?
Cluster. Data cluster testing.
That's it. I only have the EMR cluster right now. Who is the only guy who can help me to test this Py files? Tell me. EMR. Right? So, folks, what is the next step? What is the next step involved? All of you.
Step execution test.
Step execution test for all the jobs we have to test. What is step execution? Very simple. Go to the EMR. Go inside EMR. Do you have any word known as steps? Steps. Yes. Steps we have. Steps. This is a place where you have to test the Py files. This is a place where you have to test the Py files. But do you have any steps available here, all of you, as of now?
No, sir.
Do you, anywhere you see add step, add step, add
Yes, sir.
step?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Did you see add step here on the right side? All of you.
Yes, sir.
Add step. Add step. Let's add the step now. Add step. Check here, folks. Check. Add step. Okay. Tell me which job I want to run now. Which job I want to run now. Custom jar or streaming program or shell script or Spark application. What I want to run? I want to run
Spark application.
Spark application.
Spark application. It's a Spark job. Got it, all of you? As of now? Yes. Let's give some name. No? What name shall we give? Delta job? All of you? Delta job.
Yes, sir.
Client mode or cluster mode? Which is a better way in this case? Client mode or cluster mode?
Cluster mode.
Client mode.
Think and let me know. Cluster or client?
Client mode.
Both okay.
Client
mode.
Client. We already
we have
discussed
two
it.
nodes.
Both
Cluster
will
mode,
work,
right?
but in this scenario, which is better?
Client.
mode.
Client mode. Client mode is better. Client mode. Not cluster mode. Because this is only job is going to run. If I have multiple jobs, let's worry about the cluster. Only job. Right? Okay. Done. Client mode I selected. I selected the Spark application. I selected the Delta job. I selected the client mode and application location. What does this application location mean? Folks, tell me. What is application location?
Source path.
File. File. Python file.
File path. You understood, all of you, what I mean here? All of you? File path. File path. Spark submit options. What are the options we have? Tell me.
Delta package.
--- master. Let's make it local. Let's not go with Yarn. Yarn will take more time at least to launch. And what is another option I have to add? All of you here. Tell me. I have to add the
Packages.
packages. Definitely I have to add the packages. Okay. What is a package? What is a package? This is the packages. That's it. Added the packages. All of you. Added the packages. First, I selected the Spark job. Please check here. First, I have selected the Spark job. Right. Then I have gave the name for the job. Client mode. File. Give master and the package here. Let's add this step. That's it. Step is added. All of you. Delta job is in the pending state. Did you see that, all of you? Delta job is in pending state. Yes. Yes. So it will start running shortly. Any issues we face, we'll fix it. Don't worry. If any issues you face, we'll fix it. Let it. If it fails also, I'll show you how to debug the error. All right. The first job is a Delta job. First, I'm testing my Py files. I'm not directly going for the production, folks. First, I'm testing the Py file. I'm not directly going for the production. It started running. Folks, did you see it started running, all of you? Make sense so far? Yes or no? Here.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let's
Yes, sir.
see whether it get completed or it will fail. If it is failing, we'll see. I mean, any errors we got. If it is running so far, completed. First job is completed. If I go back and check, all of you, this folder should have created. Inside dest folder, Delta data should have created. This is a sign of the successful run of the first job. All good? All of you so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Second job. Shall we test the second job also? All of you? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Ready? Add step. Add step. Which application I want to add? All of you. Which application? I want to add?
Spark application.
Spark application.
Spark application. Which job is that?
No job.
Snow job. Which mode is it? All of you.
Client
Client
mode.
mode.
Client mode. client mode. Application location, which job I have to run right now?
Snow.py.
Node.py.
Snow.py. Let's go with master local, but usually we'll go with master yarn. But as of now, let's go with master local. Because yarn will take long time to launch, at least 2 minutes it will take launch, but you don't have much time, right? What we have to add here, all of you?
Package.
Snowflake connector.
We have to add the packages. But just for a change, what I'll do, I'll not give this. Why I will not give this, all of you? Let it fail, no? Okay, all of you? Let it fail.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll show you how to debug also. Let it fail. I'll show you how to debug also. All right. I have to give you the packages. Right. But I didn't give it. Without giving it, I'm running the step, add step. What happened to this job now? What will happen to this job now? All of you. It will obviously fail. It will obviously fail. Let's wait for the fail. But the problem is it will take some time to collect the logs. Okay. Let it fail. Then we'll reinitiate the job. Let's wait for logs to generate. See, no logs created yet. We have to wait for a long time for the logs. Okay. We'll check it. Don't worry. It will obviously fail, folks. Let's wait for the failed status. This will fail. Why? What is the reason this job will fail?
Because we haven't given the Snowflake package.
Packages.
Snowflake's package.
I have not given the Snowflake package. So, what happened to this job?
It failed.
It failed. Right? Let it fail. Anyway, let's wait for the logs to get generated because this is a place where the logs get generated. We have to wait for the logs to get generated. Okay, let's wait. Yeah, fine. Let's reinitiate this job correctly this time. Let the job get generated, folks. Logs get generated. Let's reinitiate the job. Okay. Add step, Spark application, Snow job, client mode, Snow.py, all of you, Snow.py, right? Done. Once it is done, -- master, local, -- packages. This time, let's give the packages. Snowflake packages. Add step. Folks, this time job will be successful, isn't it? You got my point, all of you here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sai.
Folks, let's wait for the logs to get generated. Later on, I'll show how to debug the error. Okay. This logs has to get generated. Right. Folks, can I mark this first one as completed?
Yes,
Did
Sai.
you test the web API job? Mark it as completed.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right. I'm marking it as completed. Let's wait. Okay. This time, yeah, perfect. This time it is running. Folks, did you see logs got generated here? Some logs, right?
Yes, sir.
So the guy who can help you to understand the failure is a STDERR. Who is going to help us, folks? Who's going to help us? STDERR. Right? This STDERR is going to help us to understand the logs. Let's understand the logs, folks. See, I'm going for STDERR. Let's see whether it has a right error. STDERR. Oh, it's set to generate full logs. Let's wait, folks. We have to wait still. Logs got generated, but the error is yet to be popped up. We have to wait further more time. Folks, what happened to the Snow job now? Snow job got
completed.
So if I go and check the dest folder, site count should have got generated. Site count should have got generated. Can I mark this job is also as completed? Yep.
Yes, Sai.
What is the next job?
S3 job.
S3.
S3 job.
Same process, folks. Let's go to add step one more time. Add step, Spark application, S3 job, client mode, S3.py -- master local. We doesn't require any packages. Do we require any packages, all of you? Not
No,
all.
Sai.
Yes. Folks, if you want executor memory, core memory, and everything, you have to give it here actually. Okay. You have to give it here. But as of now, I'm not giving. Hardly it's 2-node cluster. That's it. Now S3 job is in progress. Right? Now S3 job is in progress. Still the logs are not yet generated. Let's wait. Right? So now S3 job is in progress. Let's wait for it. Folks, how am I testing it? Step by step, I uploaded the Py files. But every Py file I'm testing it. You understood the point here? All of you? Every Py file I'm testing
Yes,
it.
sir.
Let's work it.
Yes,
Still we are under development only. Development is not about coding. Development is also about testing the scripts. Right? Currently, my S3 job is in running state. See? Currently, my S3 job is in running state. How many of you feeling AWS is interesting? Cloud is interesting. Actually,
Me, Sai.
interesting, no?
Yes,
Yeah.
Sai.
Yeah.
Sai interface is also nice. AWS.
Why it is interesting?
Sai is making it interesting.
Oh,
Because
thank
you
God.
are
I'm expecting that.
Sai.
I'm expecting this answer here. Thank God. Thank God. Thank you. Who is it? Who told that?
It's
Anyway,
Rohit.
thanks, Rohit. Folks, S3 job is also completed. Let's go to S3 and check. Total amount data is also generated. Step by step. Step by step. Next one would be
Master job.
Master job.
master job. S3 job is also completed. The next one is master job. Go to steps, add step, Spark application, master job, client mode, master.py, -- master local, add step. I've added the steps. Okay. Okay. I've added this step. Folks, did you see that? All of you? It is running now, pending state. So let's understand step-by-step process of it, folks. Now I have tested the entire test folder using the step execution test. Everything is tested. This job is running, all of you, right? This job is running. Once this job is completed, we can check. Yeah, master data is generated. I think this job got completed. That's it, folks. All jobs got completed. Did you see that? All of you. Right? Done.
Yes, Sai.
But everything is okay. So all 4 jobs got completed. But Sai, we have put so many shows in the code, right? Do we have so many shows in the code? Yes or no? All of you here?
Yes, Sai.
Yes, Sai.
Where are those data frames? Where will I see the data frame? Right? There is std out. Did you see std out here? This guy?
Yes, Sai.
Yes, Sai.
Yeah. Click that guy. Just click this std out. You will see show sprint schemas. Beautiful, all of you. So since it's a first write, it is data does not exist. First write. Did you see that, all of you? First write completed.
Yes, Sai.
Right? You'll see error here. Since I executed the job in the local mode, you will see the failed sometimes in std out also. See the error in the std out? Folks, did you see, is this a required error coming up? Data source failed. Snowflake is not available. Failed job. The failed job, if you click std out, you're seeing the logs here. Since it's a local mode, sometimes it will show you in the STD out. Then this is completed. S3, no Snowflake job is completed. I'm going to STD out. Folks, Snowflake job, read data show. Snowflake count, aggregate and write is completed. Then S3 job. This is S3 job. You read the data from S3 job. You have done the total. Done. Master job, STD out. This is your Delta DF. This is your Snowflake DF. This is your S3 DF. And for join DF, I didn't put show up. Yeah, for join DF, I put the join DF, but it's not showing up. Maybe it may take some time. Maybe it will take some time, the logs to load, but that's okay. So this is the whole process, folks. Data has been written, all good. How is it so far? Going well? Can I mark everything is tested? All of you?
Yes, Sai.
Yes, Sai.
Can I mark master job is also tested?
Yes, Sai.
Yeah. Finally done. Okay. We are going well so far, I believe, actually. So first, let's give a quick recap. What is the first thing we did when the session is getting started? We have
Created
seen
the
the
cluster first.
cluster. We have created our own cluster. Second thing, what we have done? We have developed the web API job. Developed the Snowflake job. Then what's next? What we have done?
Developed the S3 job.
S3 job. Then we have developed the master job. Then I took the code backups in IntelliJ and I uploaded that Py files to the S3 folder. S3. Then I tested each and every job separately. Okay, I've gone to steps and I've tested each and every job separately. If I faced any issues, I checked the logs, that also generates. And I saw the shows also. Whatever generated, I saw the shows also. So whatever it is, I have tested it separately. Now, my development is completed. Code is tested, scripts are tested. So, do I have work with this cluster anymore? Do I have work with this cluster anymore?
No.
No,
No, Sai.
sir.
No, Sai.
Click this cluster,
Terminate.
terminate. Everything is done. Terminate the cluster. Done, folks. How is it so far? All of you. Okay. Yeah. So how many of you are no, I mean, I just want to check this with non-ITs, but non-ITs folks, how you feel it? Can I know it? What's going on? Non-IT folks. Okay.
It's good, Sai.
Only thing that
Understandable, Sai.
Perfect.
those
Completely
import codes is getting confused.
is hard.
Coding, see, coding is always hard here. Coding is hard. See, tell me something. Rakib, right? Rakib answered this.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, sir.
Where is it coding? Where is it hard?
They don't answer so many things in the coding. From here you
Code,
bring
no.
the package.
Rakib, there is a difference. Code is not tough. Remembering is tough. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Remembering is tough. Coding is not tough here. What is tough here? I'll tell you what is tough here. See,
Like from where you will bring this thing.
I can easily understand the students.
URL and
One sec, Rakib. I can easily understand the student's perspective. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You know how to read a URL data? You know how to read the URL data?
No, I don't know, sir.
Why you don't know? Last week we covered the topic. What are you doing that time?
That is the problem, sir.
Yeah. Obviously. Folks, others know the URL code, right? Others know
Yes,
the URL
sir.
code, right?
Yes, Sai.
Rakib, take
Yes,
care
sir.
of it, Rakib. Take care of it. Because last week we covered the topic. I gave it as a task. Because we had I definitely know the toughness is the URL part. That's the reason I had a separate session last Sunday. Take care of it, Rakib. If someone is saying site delta is a new topic, it's quite hard to digest. I know that. I can understand. Rakib, your point is not not acceptable, first of all. URL is already covered. How to cover it, how to use the code, how to parallelize it, how to explode it. Come on, Rakib, something gap. Recheck on that. Folks, I definitely know what is a student's perspective, or else I cannot able to train properly. But Having a gap, test yourself first. Right? Test yourself first, okay. Yeah. I cannot accept the toughness in the coding because everything I have covered already. Snowflake DF, you know the formula. I added the connector. Aggregation, you know. S3, read and write. Aggregation, you know. Master, reading all the files, you know. Joins, you know. Write, you know. Everything, you know. I'm not something covering new except Delta. That's the reason I covered Delta 2 times. Okay. So I know where to start and where to end. Take care of it, Rakip. Yeah. So that's a whole process, folks. Right? One sec. All right. Folks, please have a check. Now, we have to automate it. Right? So, what we have done so far, what is known as automation? As I was telling you, create the cluster. Yesterday, I was showing you that. We are creating it manually. Run web API manually. Right? Manually. Run Snow job again manually. Right? Run Snow job manually. Run S3 job manually. Run master job manually. Terminate cluster manually. So, folks, in this whole process, everything is going on manually. Agreed or not, all of you?
Yes.
Yeah, you agree?
Yes, sir.
Everything
Yes,
is going
sir.
manual. Just give me 1 minute. I'm facing an audio issue. Okay. Everything is going on manual. But do you think in production, every day we start the cluster, execute the jobs, and terminate the clusters every day? No, we don't do it. No, we don't do it in real time. We need someone automate the entire jobs. From the minute we start the cluster, running web API job, running Snow job, running S3 job, running master jobs, and terminate the cluster. Right? Very simple. Now closely watch, folks. Right? So there are certain orchestration tools. We definitely need an orchestration tool to enhance this whole automation. How that work, all of you, right? How that work, please check, all of you. We need someone to start the cluster. We need someone to run steps. We need someone to terminate the cluster. We have so many orchestration tools today. In AWS, predominantly, we have three orchestrations environment. And four orchestration environment. Number one, Lambda can help. AWS Lambda can help you for orchestration. Right? Lambda, AWS Lambda can help you for orchestration. Start the cluster, run the job, stop the cluster. We have AWS step functions also. For batch 41, I handle step functions. The same orchestration I've handled using AWS step function. And the third one, but least used, data pipeline. AWS data pipeline. Right? We have AWS data pipeline, code pipeline, storage pipelines. Right? So this is your first pipeline. And we also have IoT pipelines. You have multiple pipelines available here. Workflows also. AWS workflows also will help. But the last but not least, Moa. What is that, all of you? Crazy name, isn't it? Moa. What is Moa? All of you.
Apache Echo.
Airflow.
Managed workflows, Apache Airflow. I think I'm right. Let's see. Yes, managed Apache Airflow. Move on. All right. Apache Moa. Amazon Moa, sorry. Amazon Moa. What this, folks, Apache Airflow is extremely popular today. To the maximum. Versatility is very good for Airflow. Okay. Now, who is going to help us, folks? Who is going to help us? Apache Airflow.
Airflow.
This Apache Airflow will help you to start the cluster, run the jobs, stop the cluster. Now, I'm going inside managed Apache Airflow. I've already created one environment. I already created an environment, Zio Airflow. Okay. Zio Airflow. So there is a Airflow UI here in the right side. Click it. It will take you through the Airflow. Did you see a UI here? All of you here? Which is currently empty, isn't it? All of you? Which is currently empty. No entries at all. No entries at all. Now, how can I automate it? How can I automate it? Who can automate right now? What Airflow need is to automate anything in Airflow, we need tag. What is it, folks? What is it? Tag. Direct acyclic graph. We need tags to start our workflow. But where am I having a tag here? I don't know. Right? But you know what? How to make a DAG available? Folks, did you see DAGs? Any DAGs available here? Any DAGs available here? As of now, no. We don't have any DAGs available here. But you need to understand, go to the Zio Airflow, all of you. Go to the Zio Airflow. That Zio Airflow is targeting a bucket here. Did you see a bucket? Which bucket Airflow is pointing towards? Zio Buck DG. Zio Buck DG. Zio Buck DG. And DAX folder. See, my Airflow is pointing towards a bucket, which is to a DAX folder. Now let's see what I have in this DAX folder. Let's go to that bucket. Which bucket my Airflow is tagged towards? All of you. Zio Buck
DG.
DG. So let's go to Zio Buck DG. There is a DAX folder. I'm opening it. Currently, my folder is empty. Folks, did you see it? My folder is empty. All of you. Nothing. Simple. Here I don't have here I have nothing. And here I don't have nothing. Both are matching as of now, all of you. Both
Yes,
are
sir.
matching. Both are matching. That folder is empty. This workflow is empty. That folder is empty. This workflow is empty, boss. Now, let's upload a DAG file. What I'm going to do here, folks, upload what file?
DAG file.
DAG file. Please check, all of you. Let's upload a DAG file. But before I upload, let me do some changes to the DAG file. Okay. This is your DAG file. Some changes I have to do. One second. Some changes I have to do, folks. One second. Delta T.py. S3 job. S3.py. Okay. Delta D.py, snow.py, S3.py, master.py. That's it. All good. My DAC file is available. I'll explain this DAC file. Don't worry. I'll explain this DAC file. Don't worry. Let's upload this DAC file to where? Where I have to upload this DAC file? All of you. To something known as Ziobuck DG. Now let's upload the DAC file here. Folks, please check, please check. I'm uploading the DAC file. See, this is a DAC file. I'm uploading to S3 bucket. I've uploaded the py file, DAC.py to the S3 bucket. Folks, now it is not nothing. We got a DAC file here. Yes or no? Actually,
Yes, sir.
we
Yes,
got the
sir.
DAC. In that DAC file, I've done some changes. I haven't uploaded it. Now, what happened if I go to Airflow, all of you, if I go to Airflow, in few minutes, 30 seconds or 1 minute, all right, you will see a DAG entry here. I have already uploaded it, folks. At the back end, I have already uploaded it. My DAG file is ready now. All of you, my DAG file is ready now. To this DAG file, all of you, what I'm going to do, I just upload it in the, okay, let's have the right naming conventions. If it got, it's okay. Let's delete this because naming convention is not good. Let's not have that once and everything. Sometimes Airflow don't accept it. Final DAG. Okay. Let me upload this file. Okay. Folks, I'm uploading this file right now. So I have uploaded the DAG file now. Folks, this is a bucket where my Airflow is closely watching. Can I consider like that? This is a bucket where my Airflow is closely monitoring. DAX folder.
Okay.
Yes. This is a bucket. My Airflow is closely watching and monitoring. But what I did, I made a change. What is the change I have done? I have uploaded a py file to the DAX folder. Now let's wait for Airflow to create a DAG. All right. So we have to wait for 1 hour. That's it. Folks, what happened to this? Did you see an entry right now? All of you, small entry?
Yes, sir.
Yes. By the time I have uploaded the DAG file at the backend, we got an entry here. Right? Let's activate it. I'm going to activate it here. See, I'm going to activate. That's it. So DAG file is activated. The DAG file is activated. Now it's time to run the job. My gut feel is this orchestration will start the cluster, run the job, stop the cluster. Start the cluster, run the jobs, stop the cluster. But we'll be triggering what here? All of you. We'll be triggering what here? We have to trigger the run button, right? We have to trigger the run. We have to trigger it and the work gets started immediately. Please concentrate here, folks. And the work gets started immediately. Now let's click the trigger button. Okay. Now, if I click the trigger button here, start. All right. That's it. The job got started. See, manual run, it started. See, it should start any moment now. It has started. Folks, did you see a light green button here? Folks, did you see that? Green button. Green icon. Uploaded. That means The jobs are getting started successfully. If I go back and check the EMR, the cluster should have been starting by now. The cluster should have been starting by now, all of you, right? What this DAG will do, all right? How this is connected to why the DAG file, once I upload the DAG file to the bucket, a DAG file is available. But how come this DAG file is working? How it is starting the cluster, how it is executing the jobs, how it is terminating the cluster. Where we will see this? Okay, I mean, where we can see that actually. Can you tell me how this is working?
Steps.
We uploaded a DAG file, right? Shall we drill this guy once, all of you? Right? Let's grill
Yes,
this
sir.
guy. This is my DAG file, Airflow DAG file. In this Airflow DAG file, what I did first, in this file, I'm asking to create EMR cluster. What I'm asking, all of you, what I'm asking here. First, I'm asking what? Create EMR cluster. What's the next step I'm asking? All of you.
Add Spark steps.
Add what? What's the first step is create the EMR cluster. What's the second one, folks? What's the second one? Add Spark steps. But what are the Spark steps I have? Check here. Spark steps. Run delta d.py. Run snow.py. Run s3.py. Run master.py. 4 jobs I've added. Did you see that, all of you? Actually, all of them I've added. Once all the jobs are completed, after 60 seconds, what you have to do? After 60 seconds, what you have to do? Auto terminate. I repeat my point, folks. First, create the cluster. Next, add Spark steps. What Spark steps? Delta d.py, right? Delta d.py, snow.py, s3.py, master.py. Once, folks, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Once all the jobs are completed, what you have to do? You have after 60 seconds, you have to
Terminate cluster.
Terminate the cluster.
everything is there in this file. That is the reason by the time I trigger a run here, the job started, cluster is getting started. If you go and check, jobs could be waiting now. Did you see jobs are waiting? All the 4 jobs are waiting here. All of you, actually. All the 4 jobs are waiting. One after other. Jobs gets executed. After all the jobs are completed, cluster will be terminated. Right? Currently, it is in the starting state. Let it go to within maybe a minute or 2 that it goes to the running state. Then each jobs gets executed one after other. At a point of time, cluster goes to terminating state. Anyone have one question? Sai, Airflow automated, Sai, that I accept. Airflow starting the cluster, Airflow running the jobs, Airflow exterminating the cluster. But Sai, triggering the run is still manual, right? Anyone have that question in mind?
I have it, sir.
Yes, sir.
Or after I say, anyone got this question in mind? After I say,
Yes, I.
Yes, sir.
Scheduling is also there, sir.
triggering is still manual, right, Sai? How does this work? Folks, did you see a schedule here? I also scheduled it every day, 10 morning, 10 o'clock. Anyone found that schedule here?
Yes, I.
I already scheduled
Yes,
it.
sir.
Every day morning, what? Morning 10. I already scheduled it to run this job every day 10 a.m. morning. Right? Where I scheduled it again in the same DAG file. Again, at the same DAG file, I scheduled it. Did you see a schedule here? Schedule interval. Schedule interval. In the same DAG file, I also gave a schedule interval. Every day morning, 10 o'clock, execute this. You need not to go to a production and keep running the Airflow DAGs every day. Schedule it, problem solved. In the same DAG file, a schedule interval. That's it. It runs every day in the morning, 10 o'clock. So, who is the soul for Airflow in this scenario? Who is the soul, heart and soul for Airflow? Everything. DAG file. DAG file. This file is the heart and soul. You understood, all of you? Simple. Correct? Basically, for every movie, we need a hero. Who is a hero here? Which service is a hero here, actually? Airflow is a hero. Right? Definitely, we need a heroine, right? This DAG file is a heroine. Understood the difference? Got it? Clarity, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Simple. Airflow, yes, Airflow is very powerful, but Airflow need a DAG file. Airflow will be pointing to a folder. Then upload any number of DAG files. That means that many DAGs will come. Multi-heroine movie. Single hero, multiple heroines. Simple. Multiple DAGs can be uploaded. But for now, the EMR cluster is starting. Let's see whether it's go to, yeah. EMR cluster is in what state, folks? It is in the running state. Go to steps. Seems this job is already completed, folks. Which job is completed already? Delta job is already completed. Now Snow job will complete, S3 job will complete, and Master job will complete. Right? But I think I forgot to delete the dest folder, I think so. I forgot to delete the dest folder. Did you see that, all of you? Yes. I forgot to delete the dest folder.
Yes.
Oh, something got failed. Why something got failed? One sec. One sec. But logs will take long time to generate. Anyway. Let's see why it got failed. Why this guy got failed? Okay, let's execute this Spark summit command and we'll understand why it got failed. I'm executing it manually to see where it got failed. Permission issue? Permission issue. Anyway, I'll handle this later. No problem. Okay. I'll handle this later. No problem. But all the other jobs got completed. But what is a good part here? That the data's having data without deletion, something good happened. What is it? All of you. What is it?
Master job got completed.
Master
No,
job
no,
also.
no, 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 no. I repeat my question. There is something good happen because I didn't delete the dest folder.
Mode
Second
Override.
job
Exactly.
second right.
data lake.
Folks, is it not a
Just
second
dest
right?
folder.
All of you, is it not a second right happen now?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Did you see that? Folks, please check. Delta happened today. This time, what got executed? All of you. Data already situation got executed. Makes sense, all of you, what I mean here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right? Data already exists should have got executed here. Data already exists. Data already exists. But I also showed the updates. Folks, I also showed the updates. For this username, this used to be city state zip. that got updated here. And these are the updates. These are the news. Anyway, you'll understand the code if I give. I put some small join to combine both of them to find updates. For username, this was old city state zip. This is a new city state zip. For big dub, this is old city state zip. This is new city states. That's okay. Why this is failed, I'll monitor it later. No, let's not kill much time, right? Facing some permission issue. We'll see it later. Errors. Error. Yeah, some permission issues. I'll handle it later, folks. No problem. Okay. Done. So after the jobs are completed, what happened to this cluster, folks? What happened to this cluster? It got auto terminated.
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 Simple. How is the airflow DAC today? Better than yesterday? All of you?
Yes, I.
Yes, sir, it is.
Right? I went to airflow. This airflow is tagged to a S3 bucket, to this bucket. There is a DAX folder. I have uploaded the DAX folder. That py file, I kept everything. What I kept everything here. Hey, start the cluster, 10 a.m. in the schedule, run the Spark jobs one after other, like delta dp, like snow dy, S3 py, master py. Once everything is completed, terminate the cluster. Everything is automated. Okay. The good part is I didn't delete it. So what happened here? In the delta you can see, delta happened. In the logs, you will see delta happened. Right? It's a new data already exists. It also presented as what are the updates we got, what are the news we got. It's a good one. Let me take a deep breath. How was the session today? Overall, complete.
Very good. Sorry.
So it was
good,
perfect.
Same thing out of same thing, folks. Out of not pride for sure. You will not see this anywhere. Agreed. I'm telling you, folks. See, I'm not saying definitely not saying out of pride. Okay, I'm okay with the pride also. Okay, you take it that way also. Doesn't matter to me. Why I'm saying that right now is when I start building the same pipeline, okay, I work in real time, building the same pipeline, I want to show it to the students. AWS permissions, creating of Airflow, basically creation of Airflow is done by the DevOps or CloudOps team in real time. See, I'm not a DevOps guy, right? I know DevOps, but I'm not a pure DevOps guy. But I started watching hell lot of videos. I started debugging lot of documentation. None of them provided the proper documentation. No videos in YouTube will help. Scripts I'll take care. Monitoring, that's my job. But I am already doing it in real time. I have the knowledge. But creations, permissions, roles, policies, inline policies, JSONs, permissions are it really made me out of zone. Sometimes I got out of zone, but still I have to come back. I have to design this entire pipeline from the beginning. It's not a simple pipeline. You should have a delta inside it, diagrams inside it, executions, programs. Sometimes even though I covered a topic, I'll get the feedback it is tough, like Rakib. Still I have to tackle it. I have to go with step by step. But this we'll see again, in sense, step by step about AWS and everything. We'll see it. Fine. Folks, two major things we are going to discuss. Project passage and the resume upload. Right? Project passage and resume upload. Naukri, LinkedIn, and HR contacts I provide. Right? Folks, 10 more minutes. Just 10 more minutes, okay? That's fine, right? To extend 10 more minutes? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And horribly, I need a rest today because there is no hands-on, right? I was shouting for the last 3 hours. So Let's start with the project passage. Folks, definitely it will take 10 minutes. I'm going to type the entire project passage right now. I'm going to take the entire project passage right now. So be clear, watch all of you. Full project passage, mostly 7 to 10 minutes. Okay. The first question interviews will ask, explain about your project passage or a pipeline. All right. Start like this. In our project, we have built the entire data pipeline, right, on in AWS cloud environment. We are using multiple AWS services like EMR, S3, EC2, Airflow, right? You can say like that. And open search. As of now, leave it. I will come back. And open search, which is Elasticsearch, right? Elasticsearch. Have it. I'll tell you. We are going to write the data to Elasticsearch also. I'll tell you later. Right? EMR. In our data pipeline, right? In our data pipeline, we have 3 sources involved. Okay, you can say multiple sources also, right? 3 sources involved. One is S3, other one is Snowflake, right? Third one is Web API. But Snowflake, we almost consuming approximately 9 tables. Just say like that. That's okay. If you know consumption of 1 table, other tables are quite easy. Exaggerate it. Make it big. 9 tables we are consuming. All right. Folks, please watch. I'll explain it. We totally run 4 Pyspark jobs, right? Which includes extraction and transformation on the source data, right? And we have one final master job execution, which accumulates all the intermediate data. Right? Done. Our target system is S3, and we also planning to write the data to open search, which is Elasticsearch, for API calls for downstream. Are you traveling with me? All of you here?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
As a part of 3 extraction jobs, we read data from all the 3 sources like S3, Snowflake, and Web API, right? Web API, and do necessary transformations using Pyspark SQL or DSL. Say DSL straight away. That's fine. DSL. We perform all sort of transformations like filters, aggregations, expressions, functions, flattening, right? And we also write the, like, take care of flattening. What else we have?
Joins.
Explode.
Window functions.
Joins and windows. Yeah, you can use joins, windows, and everything. And write the intermediate results to S3. Right? Done. Right? Once the data written to the intermediate data location, we have downstream team. That means we have some teams who consumes that intermediate data for their data processing, right? For their data processing. However, we have one last master Pyspark job which would consume all this intermediate data and perform further transformations, right? Transformations as per the business rule and write the final data to AWS S3 as well as Open Search, which is still in progress, still under development. Right? We have another downstream team who consumes this final data, S3 data, as well as ES data. Still keep saying, that means still under progress. Yes, Elasticsearch, Open Search or Elasticsearch, both are same. Right? Data for their further transformations. All right. To automate the entire orchestration, like to create cluster, to execute jobs, and to terminate the cluster, we use Airflow in AWS Cloud Service. We also design Airflow DAGs to automate this. So far, all good? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Automate this
Yes, sir.
along with schedule. Along with schedule. Airflow, we can schedule it automatically. Next, our job runs every day morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time zone. Done. This is optional, folks. This is just an optional for you. Again, I'm telling you. If you feel bit tricky, leave it. Optional. Right? We also planning to attain the Delta Lake transformation, right, on the web API data to fetch the customer's location, right? Customer's location to update in our master, Delta data. It's up to you, can say. All right, it's up to you. And you can also say in the visual transformation, web API data, we get the customer's current location information. Snowflake data consists of 9 tables, right? 9 tables we have. We have customers violation information. Violation since if they undergone any fraud violence information. And we'll have customers purchase informations. Customers, for example, purchases, location level revenues, etc. That's in Snowflake data. S3 data, we have, you can say like we have a different location customers which got who are getting migrated permanently to other locations. Just like that. You can permanent getting migrated permanently to different locations. These are customer support requests. We get frequent customer support requests. Folks, this data suits for all domains. Either it's a healthcare domain or a telecom domain or an e-commerce domain or a finance domain. Every domain will have a web API data generating for the locations. Every domains will have a customer violation information, customer location level information, customer purchase informations. And every domain has a S3 data information also. Optional is we also planning to attain the Delta Lake information on the web API data to fetch customer location. Customer locations since temporary locations. So update not data. Done. Folks, I'm putting a bar here. Bar. Leave it. Come back now. Come back. All of you. Now, in this whole process, we use Parquet file format, which is a columnar file format. The cluster size is 28 nodes or 5x large. We use cluster type in AWS, type in EMR, because it is well memory optimized. For Snowflake password, we do not hard code. We configure it in the secret manager and fetch it. The entire data pipeline runs for close to 4 to 5 hours a day. All right. Because data is more, because data size is more. S3 4 TB, Snowflake 1 to 2 TB, because 9 tables involved. Web API data is very less. We cannot put a lot of data in Web API. You can say around 1 GB kind of. All right. And we perform any transformations, right? We perform all the transformations. So all sort of transformations, job takes around 4 to 5 hours. We also faced many performance issues, which we have solved it and tuned it. Like we have performed memory optimization, proper memory optimization, proper salting techniques, dynamic resource allocations, broadcast joins whenever required. We also faced production issues, like we recently faced, right? Suddenly there was a column changes at the Snowflake source. All of a sudden, without intimation, Snowflake source, our jobs started failing. Later, we updated the new column names in the job and started the job. We also started the point, like the jobs from the point of failure in production using Airflow clear task functionality. All right. Task functionality. Very, very important point. repetitive question. How can you trigger the point of failure? Say Airflow clear task functionality. Right? We also faced memory issues at times, memory production issues at sometimes, right? Sometimes, but we handled it using properly tuning the memory. Right? We all tune the memory. Right? Done. Yes. We also improved production time by implementing left anti-join instead of list filtering, which reduced 2 hours of time. We follow agile methodology, right? For which we have 2 weeks of sprint. My Scrum Master assigns stories for entire team and we have to progress it. Right? We use Jira board for daily job tracking in the team. We have Scrum calls every day at 6 p.m. IST because that's my Scrum call time. Yes, we also maintain a code repository, GitHub, right? Once we develop the code, develop and tested the code, right? We commit the code to GitHub, and we raise pull request and get approved from my team. Then we run GitHub actions developed by DevOps team, which enables the code migration to the production environment. We also planning to implement unit testing, but still in progress. Why this much big project passage? No, the entire thing is not project passage. This is your project passage, folks. You understood so far? All of you? Actually. But you remember I put a bar here, all of you? Why there is a bar? You will get the follow-up questions. So this bar will help you further. This bar will help you to answer the follow-up questions. Understood? All of you so far? Make sense? All of you?
sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Till here, your project passage is completed. But definitely they'll start screwing. What file format you used? What is the data size you have used? What are the production issues you faced? What are the performance tuning you have done? What kind of a data you get? Okay, you suddenly a job failed. How you triggered from the point of failure? How you maintain the code repositories? Right? What kind of a methodologies you follow daily? What is your day-to-day job? Right? I have my Scrum Master assigns a story, and I will enhance it and progress it, like developments and enhancements. We use Jira board every day, right? Jira board. Usually in real time, any kind of a task tracking, they use Jira board, right? They use the Jira board. So you have to use that Jira board, right? That's how they'll track the jobs. Then take care of Git. I'm not saying all the questions will be asked, but till here they'll ask you, but this is going to be your follow-up area, right? This is your follow-up questions. You may get or may not get. but better to prepare everything, folks. See, it's always better to lie. I know it's better to lie all the time, right? It's always better to lie. But the question is, lie it properly. Lie it properly, right? Real-time ETL, folks. You agree this project passage is worthwhile to explain in the data world? ETL
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good, sir.
Yeah. So say this. This is your complete project passage. All right. This is your complete project passage, folks. I'm sending that in the batch 42 group. I'll divide it, okay? Project passage, full project passage, and I'll give the follow-up questions also. You may get a follow-up. So, folks, I'm dividing it both of them for your sake. I'm giving you. Okay. Stay in mute, folks. Stay in mute. Stay in mute. Stay in mute first. Stay in mute. Don't mess up here. Yeah. Now, what's next? The last but not least, right? How to upload the resume. How to do it. Okay. Follow-up questions, folks. Follow-up questions and answers. Please, folks, please also prepare for follow-up questions and answers. Right? Say the lie properly. Right? Say the lie properly. Done. Both are provided. Project passage is provided. Follow-ups are provided. Next, Sai, how I'm going to upload the Naukri and LinkedIn. Let me address the last 4 things about Naukri, about LinkedIn, about the HR contacts I'm going to give daily, about the resumes not yet reviewed, about the gap, folks. I'll quickly complete in a couple of minutes. Naukri, how will I complete the Naukri, folks? Folks, my suggestion, create your complete new Naukri profile with new email ID, no new phone number. Be a new customer for Naukri. Understood, all of you so far? Understood so far?
Yes, sir.
Right? Complete new person. You have to be completely new person for Naukri and LinkedIn. For maybe at least Naukri. Then only you'll get more calls. But Sai, how to upload the Naukri profile? What are the steps I have to follow to follow the Naukri profile? I already prepared a video. Can you follow the steps, all of you? For Indians, this is for Indians, right? This is for Indians. I already created a Naukri profile creation, but complete new Naukri profile, complete new email ID, complete new phone number you have to give. Don't use the old one. Be a new customer. LinkedIn. With respect to the LinkedIn, folks, my suggestion, right? Put the right company names. Don't show your role. That only I'll suggest. Because your companies, your managers, your bosses will also be in LinkedIn connected with you. Just what I did when I was switching to big data to manual testing to big data, I removed the manual testing. That's it, I removed. Just do it, folks. Please do it. All right. Don't put your roles. Don't put your roles. Put the right companies. Just remove the roles. Because if any recruiters is watching your profile, they should not get any suspicion. If your boss is looking at your profile, they should not get any suspicion. Better remove the roles. Put all the big data. I've done the course, this and that. But just remove that role. I'm a manual tester. No, put the company names. Simple. HR contacts. Gomati will be pasting 10 to 20 recruiter contacts a day. Contacts a day. You can contact them, but don't say Zayobron. The reason, those are the real interviewer, real recruiters. They don't accept the trained people. Say you got from some forums. You got from some forums. Just say like that. But don't say from Zebra. Say, got from some forums, right? HR contacts. Third, resume not reviewed yet. Folks, resume review will be back on Wednesday. All right. Back on Wednesday, we have 20% of the people. But create the Naukri profile and have it ready. Upload current version. On Wednesday, you can change it. All right. But don't stop creation. It will take at least 1 week for Naukri to highlight your profile. You need 1 day, you need 1 week to upload to get highlighted. So don't delay. Resume not reviewed, people. Gap, folks. My suggestion, you should not use a company more than 3 months. For example, okay? So be careful. I need all of you to get an offer immediately. If at all it is getting delayed, after 3 months, check with Srikanth. Check Srikanth, whether that company is active. Remember that. And start your Form 16 work, folks. Because just pay ₹1,000, that Srikanth will start Form 16 work. Because government is taking at least 1 month. It is taking 1 month to provide. So please get the work started at least. This is for gap, folks. Last but not least, all of you, 2 things. Upload the resumes, create the profile, and upload the resumes immediately. So 2 days I'll take time, 3 days I'll take time, 4 days I'll take time. It's really a shit. Don't take me wrong if I'm talking like this. It's really a shit thought. I'll prepare 3 days. I'll prepare first. Do it, man. First, do it. It'll take 1 week to get a calls first. There is no 100% preparation. There is no 100% preparation. Upload the resume immediately. Folks, my suggestion, upload the resume immediately now. Why I'm talking is today I need the uploads to be done. Today, upload the resume, create a profile, create new profile, have a new phone, new email ID, create the Naukri profile today and upload it, post in the job hunt group as uploaded. What you have to post, folks, in the job hunt group? You're clear, all of you? You're clear on it so far? Am I audible? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right? So that's the thing. Today I need, folks, don't delay, I'm telling you again. Today I need. Upload and sit back. See, whether you are jumping from the cliff or you are getting rejected, it's a different story. Upload and sit idle. Upload and sit idle. Upload and sit silent. Do your work, complete your work. Later on, you can think of how to do it. Last but not least, keep applying the jobs in Naukri or LinkedIn every day and cross the limit. Very, very important. Cross the limit every day. You have 40 to 50 limits every day. Keep applying and cross the limits. Keep applying and cross the limit. Very, very important, folks. Very, very important. Right? Very, very important. Keep applying and cross the limit. So, folks, few highlighters. Very, very important. Today upload. Right? Telling you again and again. Today upload. 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 Okay? All of you understood? Today, upload. Who got reviewed or not reviewed? Upload it. It will take 1 week to get highlights. Start it. Start it. You have the link. You have a Naukri creation profile already. Start. Immediately start it. Post session, immediately start it. I'm opening the job hunt group. Right? I'm opening the job hunt group. I need the uploads message. I immediately need the uploads message. Remember, folks. Done. Keep applying and do it. Follow the suggestions, whatever provide. The major component today is whether you have resume reviewed or not reviewed. Upload it. You will get the resume slot later. It will take 1 week. By Wednesday, Thursday, we'll completely wrap it up. Those 2 days I need to wrap it completely. So please upload it immediately. Okay. Can I get an okay? Yes. Can I get a yes?
Yes, I.
Yes, sir.
There is no
Yes, sir.
100%. Hey, there is no 100%. Hey, I'll upload after 3 days, after 1 week, after 10 days, after 1 month. That becomes years. I'll get a call after 6 months. I lost it. Don't do that, folks. First, upload it. Whether you're getting rejected, it's a different story. Upload it, attend the interviews, get rejected. Upload it, attend the interviews, get rejected. Attend the interviews, get rejected. Attend the interviews, get rejected. Get rejected. I'm okay with it. Selection, I'm not worried about. Results will come slowly. Think about the travel. I gave folks, if you are getting any interviews this week, prepare the project passage well. Prepare the follow-up questions well. Prepare the goal video well. Prepare the scenarios well. 4 mantras. Got it, all of you? What are the 4 mantras? These 4. If anyone is attending the interviews, it's fine. You know what happened? I don't know how many of you are Sindhu's referee. I'm just telling you, something happened in the previous batch, 40. I don't know, Sindhu joined today. Sindhu, you joined today? Batch 41. She got reviewed on Friday. She uploaded on Sunday. She got a first call on Tuesday. She cleared the interview on Thursday. She got the offer on Saturday. When the session was going on, it happened. She got the offer. So we can't say what happens, folks. Even Sindhu was saying, I was not 100% prepared, Sai, but I cleared the interview. We don't know what happens. Upload immediately. Done? All of you? Okay. Will you do it today? Now? Immediately post session?
Yes, I.
Yes, I.
Yes.
Yes, I already.
Now, okay, I'm resending the profile video. New profile, new phone number, new email ID. Create it, sit back and relax, then start your preparation. If you got any interview calls, do your best, folks. Utilize the doubt sessions. Talk to Srikanth regarding the gap, folks, documentation. Prepare the project passage well. Prepare the follow-up questions well. Prepare the goal video well. Prepare the scenarios well. To be honest, but sorry to say this, there is no limits for goal video. I'm revealing it right now. Remember, I told you I log goal video in 3 days. There is no such option here. It's a lifetime access. But unless until I don't say, people don't complete. Sorry to urge you. Sorry to make you to complete, but goal video is already available on the website. Please revise it. Okay, folks, that's for you for your career growth.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, I.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Sai.
But I know
Thank you,
how many of you are very much serious on me for this, but I don't have any other option to make you to complete that. So sorry. Thank you. Fine, folks. Fine, folks. Now, folks, yeah. So do it well. Wish you all the very best. Let's say the same magic happens for 40, 42 also, like what happened for 41. Upload it and be ready. Upload it and be ready. Upload it and be ready. Thanks a lot, all of you, for session today. Let's meet next week. All the best for your interviews. Yeah.
Thank you.
Upload it immediately.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Folks,
sir.
yeah,
Sai.
I'll stay back. Those who have doubts, stay back. But again, what folks, I'll try because I've already shouted enough the last 4 hours. I'll try to be energized myself and I'll be back in 5 minutes. Let's see how much time I can sit. If I'm really well exhausted, I have to leave, folks, because I already shouted no hands-on sessions today. Yeah. Thanks a lot, all of you. Yeah, let's get started. Adarsh, go.
Yeah, Sai, for Naukri profile, new Naukri profile, email ID, though I can create the new email ID, but phone number, can I keep it the same phone number? Will it make
Find a way,
any
Adarsh.
difference?
See, if you go as an old customer, Naukri will treat you as an old customer. They don't give you calls. Find a way. If I alternative or buy a new SIM card.
Oh, okay. Okay, Sai. Sure.
Yeah, thank you. Ratna Praveen?
Yes, hi. Actually, I have questions in this one, Sai.
Go ahead.
AWS one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we have IntelliJ, right? So we can able to connect the IntelliJ between EMR and IntelliJ. Does we have some plugins for that one,
We
Sai?
have plugin, but it's not recommended because if you start reading the data of 5 TB, EMR can handle. IntelliJ can't handle, right? It uses a local RAM.
Okay, okay, got it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Srinivas?
Hi, Sai. Firstly, today's session was very nice. I mean, it was very informative. Sai,
Yes.
when you talked about web API, right? So, is the data dynamic? I mean, when I say dynamic, is it changing or is it a static data?
Which one?
Web API.
See that if it is changing, you'll get it. So if you're
Okay.
getting the data
Okay.
from web API, that means the data has changed. Nothing else.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but that change would be recorded every day at 10 a.m. I mean, whenever
I mean,
we
when I
schedule
run the
this,
job, yes.
it picks the latest data. Okay, understood. Sai, a second question. So, when you are writing the code for Delta Rake, right? So we are overwriting the updated data, but is there any chance to keep the history of logs? So I mean, if you're my manager, if you come someday and if you say that, I want yesterday data as well. So
Yeah,
is
that's
there any
possible.
way that I,
What we do
okay,
exactly before we run the execute script, Srinivas,
okay,
okay? We'll keep
yes, sir.
taking the backup to the other folder.
Okay, okay, makes
You
sense.
got it, right? Before I
Yeah,
execute the Delta data, I'll execute a copy job.
yeah, correct, sir. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, but thank you so much, sir. I really enjoyed the session today. It's almost 2 here today in the US, but I still wanted to be there. Yeah, thank you so
My
much.
pleasure, Srinivas. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Abhijit?
and can we get the
Mhm.
code, Sai, by
I'll
any
send you
chance?
everything. I have to zip it completely. I'll tell you, give you
Okay,
everything.
okay, perfect, Sai.
Yeah.
Thank you
Abhijit,
so much. Have a
thank you
great
so
day.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, hi Sai. So my first question is related to the Airflow DAG. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever we're writing the code into the Airflow DAG, in real time, we need to create that file
We
or
have to.
the
We have to.
and how we create that one means are we covering in further
Yeah,
session?
no. Like, see, you can directly go to the Airflow. You get the template. You just have to develop it according to our script.
Oh,
That's it.
okay. In a DAG template, we need to add that
And
part.
see, any tool will provide their own documentation. We just have to use
Okay.
it and develop it.
Yeah, sure. And second thing, as like a warehouse concept, SCD2.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly changing. So here in a big data level, if I want to maintain all the historical as well as the new updated data, is it possible?
Same. It's just Srinivas asked, right? It's possible.
Oh, mhm.
What we do before we updates any data, we copy that recent data to a folder in the day-to-day basis.
Okay,
And
okay,
you
okay.
remember I told about the usernames now,
Mhm.
correct?
Yes,
See, what I did exactly, I got the today's usernames. I'll write it right. See, in the
yes,
same
correct.
IntelliJ code, what I'll do. I got this target one. Target one is a new data, isn't it? After
Correct.
doing a joins, I'll get it right. Hey, these are the things I changed. I'll write it to a separate folder. That is a news. Those are updates. Hist, I'll take it from yesterday's folder itself. Right?
Yeah, got it, sir. And
Yeah.
my last question, it's related to the profile. How should I handle? How should we handle the 3 months notice period? Do I
See,
need to mention into the
if a company
Naukri?
is having 3 months of notice period, mostly that company would consider the 3 months notice period itself. Makes sense. But depends, completely depends. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But in current situations, 60 to 70% yes, 30% no. That time, we may
Mhm.
have to find a solution. See, mostly it will be accepted. But worst case, to get more calls, you have to put on the paper and start searching.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Folks, I can sit for 5 or 10 minutes, folks. Already my back is paining. Let's see how many questions I can handle. Shiv, go ahead.
Sai, actually, my question from is the Delta packages or Snowflake packages. How we get that?
No, that gets directly from the Maven repository.
AMR
See,
or Okay.
Yeah. Directly it
And
is available in the online. There is a concept known as Maven repository. I covered in the gold video, but that's okay. If you see, we have a concept known as Maven, right? Maven
yeah,
repository. Directly that will go and download from the Maven repository. If you need Spark, or for example, Spark Snowflake,
okay, Sai.
you can directly go and get it from this. See, the jars are available. It will go. It's if you're doing manually, so see, if I download the jar, that jar will come out. Unless Spark will directly go and get it automatically.
Okay. And Sai, one other thing in the last Airflow, you get the tag file. So we have to, as recently you say, we have to create that, or we will get to the another from
Right now or in real time?
in a real time.
Repeat the question. Just now
I
I
mean, say,
handled the question.
we are in a real time, so we will get the tag, which we will get the tag file, or we have to create.
You'll get the template already shipped. Accordingly, we'll handle it. Yeah.
Okay, Sai.
Repeat the question, Shiv. I just told you, Shiv. Just now I answered you, Shiv. No
Yeah.
energy, Shiv. I
Okay, Sai.
usually get the template available from the official documentation. Accordingly, we'll edit it. Rajesh, go ahead. Folks, 5 minutes, folks. Repeat your question. Don't ask me, folks. Already I'm tired. Go ahead, Rajesh.
Sai, it's not related to technical one. Can you please share the yesterday notepad related boss size story?
Boss story, yeah?
Yes, Sai.
Boss story is not available now. Let me check. If I have that WordPad available, I'll send it. Okay?
Okay, Sai. Yeah. Thank you, Sai.
Mahfal?
Hello, Sai. Thank you for the session today. Has anyone from batch 42 been placed on jobs? Like I heard yesterday from Citibank somebody got placed. Is she
Sushmita.
from batch 40?
Sushmita,
Yes.
yeah. She's from batch
Is she
42.
from 42?
42? No, 41, right? Yesterday, old batch folks joined, right? She's from
Okay,
41.
okay. 41. Okay. Just asking.
Yeah, she's in
Thank you, sir.
US. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sridevi?
Good morning, Sai. Am I audible to you?
Yeah.
So actually, we discussed about the profile. I told you, no, I
Yes.
have.
You have profile available now.
Yes, yes, sir. I shared it to your WhatsApp.
Share your screen. Do you have it available?
Sir, I shared you on your WhatsApp, sir, personal. Can I show my HR experience?
Yeah, you can see. You followed the steps, right? Whatever I told.
Yes,
Yeah, folks,
sir.
really, folks, I have to leave in 5 minutes. Please consider, hope you understand my tiredness today. Yeah. 8 years of experience. Do one thing, Stevie. Don't show anything else on this. Don't show anything. Put only dynamics. Say that they may ask you, hey, so many, I see long back, lot of things you have.
Okay.
Say that, hey, that was HR's non-ITs. That's the reason I don't want to showcase that. I'm just showing you only for the updated ones. You can say like that.
Fair enough. Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Depends on the number of calls. If the calls are less, we'll think of it. Add the technical skills also. I don't see you adding the technical skills. Yeah. Technical skills panels must be added.
Yeah.
Ajay, go ahead. For 3 to 4 more questions, folks. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi, Sai. This is regarding interview. Is this true that TCS, Wipro kind of companies, if you give one interview, next interview they will schedule after 6 months, or is this?
It's always hypothetical, Ajay. I saw sometimes they call, sometimes they don't. We can't say anything, Ajay.
Because we don't want to miss the opportunity, so that's why we are saying that if once rejected, then
But ultimately, miss opportunity is what if you got selected in the company?
yeah, correct. That is true.
Please attend us. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Those are not the only companies we have. Rahul Nair, go ahead.
Yeah, hi, sir. So I just wanted to know in the data lake code that you gave us, like when match update and all those things, is it like similar for all the scenarios when it's an update, or is it like a template?
Yes, same scenario.
So we just have to update those name and source name as per the requirement, right?
As per the requirement.
Okay.
Columns relationship. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Shubham, folks, 2 or 3 more questions, please.
Yes, sir. You right now
a couple of minutes ago, you said that we should not use any company more than 3 months. Like if we are initiating the process for gap, yeah, for gap. But if we are initiating the Form 16 process,
That
like
Srikanth can manage. He can close the form 16 on the same. Just talk to him. He'll explain the process.
okay.
Shubham is done. Sharath?
I say, my question is answered, sir, already. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Komal?
Yes, Sai, can you please post the interview questions over the Zoom chat as well?
Which interview questions?
Yeah, you have it on Notepad, right? Like the interview questions you have shared with the batch 43 or 42.
Which batch you are from, Komal?
I'm from 43.
Sorry, Komal. Sorry. Satish? Go ahead, Satish. I already told you, Komal, to leave this session today. How far it is you think it is right? Sorry, Komal. Go ahead, Satish.
Yes, so for me, I have 15 years experience, but relevant experience, I will put only 4. So in the Naukri profile, um, which experience should I put? Only 4 years experience or 15
No,
years
you have to
also?
put total. No, in the video also I explained about the total years of experience on the check.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sridevi, yours is done.
Hi, Sai. Good morning. Regarding the HR context, so I'm in US, so will you be providing the
US,
contract?
I'm just finding some 2 consultancy contracts. I may get by Tuesday morning. I'll share you that. Okay.
Okay. So just it will be a
You are an
LinkedIn.
OPT or what's the status?
Sorry.
What is the status of yours? You are an EAD or?
Oh yeah, I'm in EAD.
Okay, let me check. EADs are fine. Let me check. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Bhargav and I will be the last question, folks. Sadik? 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 Okay. Pradhiman?
Sai, I need access for batch 42.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay, let me
I
talk to
guess,
the government.
yeah, last week also I highlighted that, but there is no any.
No, I'll talk to government.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
963. What is the number? 963?
9637270162.
Yeah, he'll receive. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Shiv. Go ahead, Shiv. Yeah, Sadik. Go ahead, Sadik.
Yeah, I was just asking, like, I have an old profile created in the Naukri and LinkedIn. So what about that? If you want me to create a new one,
New one, definitely you have to create new email ID, new phone number.
that's
LinkedIn,
okay.
as I told you, just remove the roles. Now create a new one.
But what about the old ID which I have already in the system?
Why need to worry about it? Leave it. I did.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, folks. Thank you, folks. I have to leave, folks. Really sorry. Anything, please leave in the WhatsApp.